the stage. All right. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Can y'all hear me? Yeah, everybody to the stage. Yeah, to the stage. Yeah, to the stage. Yeah, to the stage. Yo, what's going on? What's going on?
What's going on? How you make this motherfucker to the big screen?
I'm trying to see now.
I'm
Oh, there
trying
you
to
go.
see
All
now.
right,
Oh, there you
all
go.
right.
All right. I
Boom.
can't see everybody. All on here.
You
Yo,
gotta
yo, what's up? What's up? What's up?
um, you gotta add them
What's
to the
up?
screen, Ricky.
You gotta add them to the screen, Ricky. How?
Let me
I don't
see.
know how to fucking do that.
Let me see. All right, what's going on, y'all? What's going on? We back. We back. So we're gonna kick this thing off on everybody to introduce themselves. D, we're gonna start with you, man.
All right. So nice to meet y'all. I am Daryl Brown. I am the band director of the Park Forest Middle Wave of Sound marching band.
All right. Mud, what's going on,
Well, what's
man?
going on, man?
What's going on, man? How
What's
y'all
going
doing,
on, man?
man?
How y'all doing, man?
We got a
Oh,
crazy echo.
crazy echo.
Yeah, we got that going
You
on.
got that going. What's up, Muggs?
Yo, what's up, brother?
Yo, what's up, brother? Man, I like that 1500 y'all got over there for the anniversary.
Hey, man.
Man,
That ain't no AI,
that ain't
man.
no AI, man. That ain't.
Nah, it is.
Nah, it is. First of all, I'm gonna tell y'all, man, it take a lot of guts to run a band program through the school year and the summer. Hats off to y'all.
Heard that.
Heard that.
Yeah, man. We do
Yeah,
what we
man,
gotta
we
do,
do what
man.
we gotta
Gotta
do,
make it
man.
work.
Gotta make it work. Who else on here? I can't see everybody. How to make it a big screen? You
I
see?
don't know why you can't see
I don't know why
everybody.
you can't see everybody. I see everybody, but fuck, they
Uh
in
oh.
squares.
He got the
He
shades
got the
on.
shades
He on
on.
Uh-oh.
business.
Business. Oh shit. That don't mean that.
He come with the shades on, man.
Nah, I forgot my
Forgot my
AirPods
AirPods
at in my
at
office,
in my
so I
office,
got the
so
metals
I
on,
got
so
the
that way
metals on, so that way
can have no
I can
feedback or
have
nothing
no
like that.
feedback or like that.
Oh, he got
Oh
money,
man, that
y'all.
man rich.
He got money.
He got money. Hey, you know what they say? The 100 booster club sent D Rogers to Hawaii. The car boost, the Cougar Boost Club, and bought this man some metal glasses. Ain't this some shit?
Hey, look, for everybody who might not know who you are,
who you are.
Chalupa, introduce yourself.
Chalupa, introduce yourself.
How you doing, everyone?
How you
I'm
doing, everyone? I'm
Christopher Herrero,
Christopher Herrero,
known to the world as
known to the
Chalupa.
world as Chalupa.
The director of
The
bands
director of
of the
bands
Great in
of
the
the
Car
Great
High
and the Car.
School Marching Band, known as Team Bust 'Em Up. Y'all can hear me? Yeah, known as Team Bust 'Em Up, the award-winning in the car band, the best music program in the state of Louisiana, phenomenal marching band, phenomenal concert bands, plural. Concert band one achieved sweepstakes ratings not only at the district level and at the NOLA PS level, but at the state level for LMEA as well. And also award-winning, first place winning brass band. We're all around, and first place winning marching band as well. We're all around winning more music program. And our seniors this year had over $8 million in scholarship offers. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, y'all can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right.
All right. D, say something.
Hey man, this your
Hey man,
program,
this
D.
your
What's going
program,
on?
D. What's going on? Can't hear you.
Your mic muted.
Your mic
You muted,
muted.
big
You
dog.
muted, big dog.
My bad, y'all.
My bad,
All
y'all.
right.
All right.
Antonio, introduce
Antonio,
yourself.
introduce yourself.
Well, how y'all
Well, how
doing? My
y'all
name
doing?
is
My name is
Antonio
Antonio
Cahoe.
Cahoe.
I serve as a
I
middle school
serve as a middle school
out of Dallas Metroplex
Dallas
area.
Metroplex
I
area.
have been part in the
I've been
Houston
part of the
area,
youth.
the Dallas area, and the Oklahoma City area. Right now, my biggest achievement is helping to build the Douglas High School band in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. I'm one of the section leaders for Dallas Legion.
motivator, arranger, real nigga, everything. You feel me?
All right, man. I heard y'all battling. I think y'all battling Memphis. Dallas battling Memphis. That's correct.
Yeah, we battle in Memphis. I'm guessing from the flyer, we gonna be taking them on the field. I guess.
Man, how y'all feel about that? Y'all ready?
Man, crazy enough, we ready, bro. Cause thing about us Dallas folk versus Houston folk is we been ready. It's just a matter of timing. You know what I'm saying? We've been at the musicians, Rangers. We just needed everything to come together, and this year is coming together. I just pray, and this, can we be real on this bitch?
Go ahead.
Shit, bet. That's all I needed to know. I just pray that Memphis don't go down thinking that we finna be like some of these fodder ass bands and they just gonna get a free dub off us. Nah, big dog, y'all gonna have to work for this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like we take the band shit real serious in Dallas. Thing is, we don't really have a media team and all that shit to showcase our city versus other cities. You know what I'm saying? So if you ask personally me how I feel about Memphis, I ain't scared of shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just another day as a band director, the love of the game. You feel me?
Okay. Okay. So we have another Antonio. Antonio, what's going on, man? Introduce yourself.
What's going on? I'm Tony Alexander, one of the directors of Georgia Mass Band, one of the assistant directors at Texas Southern.
Yo, Mike muted.
Oh, wait, can y'all hear me?
No, you're
Yeah,
good.
we're good. My bad. That was me. So D, what made you want to get involved with Park Forest?
Well, so I'm actually an alum of Park Forest. So the first year Park Forest had their band was the first year I was in band. So think 2005, maybe 2006. Miss Williams, everybody should know Doretha Williams. She started the band program at Park Forest, and like when I say everything was just like straight on, like we were already in parades after just maybe a couple months. We raised money to go outside of the city or outside of the state. Like in all 3 years of me marching at Park Forest, we won 28 trophies, and all of that was out. 90% of it was out of state. We still did the LMEA and the DuBose Festival and things like that, but everything was pretty much out of state. We did marching, we did concert, we did jazz, we did percussion. Shoot, even one year she made us into a choir a month before competition, and we got first place in that. So the tradition at Park Forest for a while when she was there was big. Like after I graduated high school, I took a year off, and
Hello?
then can you hear me? So after I graduated high school, I took a year off, and then she asked me to come help her. I helped her all the way up until COVID, so spring of 2020. After that, Park Forest never had a band program ever again. Like, and I say that because many have tried, and many who tried, many have failed. Like, there's no reason why there should be a band director having a play in a parade with their kids. There's no reason why that should ever happen. Yes, Gus Young Parade. Look it up. 20. I think it was 2024.
Wait a minute. You had
Parade.
them with the kids?
Yes, there was a. So many have tried to do what Miss Williams and I created, and so the last person to try to make a program there, he put these kids in the Gus Young Parade, and he was literally playing one of the drums. Like, if people know Park Forest, and I know they haven't heard about Park Forest in a long time. If you don't know, the first thing I'm gonna say is this: we win more than anybody, than any middle school in all of Baton Rouge. I can say that. We have 80 trophies to our name in the 20-year history of Park Forest. as far as the band is concerned. Well, almost 20 years. We got 80 trophies to our name. We've been to Washington D.C. We've been to we've marched in Disney. We're probably the only middle school in the entire state, and I said probably because I don't know. We have actual college grade uniforms, helmet, tablet, all of that.
all of that.
So
So,
and it
and
was year one of me
this
bringing
year
everything.
one,
I held a middle school battle of the bands. We battled the only middle school in all of EB, the only other middle school, charter school in EBR that wanted to battle us. And I know I told you about it. Kenilworth came through. I had the head band director at Terra come through. We had Northeast come through. And it was the only middle school battle that has gone down in the city since I can remember. And we went head to head. We went head to head with Northeast too. Like it was a three-way battle. And Park Forest came out on top. Kenilworth won their category. We won our category, and I kid you not, my kids just like they're some of the best kids that you will ever see. Like I had 7 practices to make my first performance, just 7, with all of these kids, because I only had 7 kids that were in my band class. So everybody else had to be taught after school when I had time. And so they had to learn how to march, they had to learn how to play, they had to learn a whole bunch of stuff within pretty much a couple weeks before homecoming. And so my kids are so smart to where I could literally have I can literally put some music in front of them, and then a couple days later, it's already memorized. Like they're reading and they're able to play
play
with
with
just in that
just
amount of time. So it was a great experience in year one. We did multiple high school battle of bands. We went to Donaldsonville. We went to White Castle. Uh, it was a few others that we went to that are like escaping my mind. But I can tell y'all, as of right now, on December 12th, I will have another all middle school battle of the band. I will have Kenilworth and I got Nat Albany coming from St. Tammany Parish. So when I tell you it's only middle schools that's going to be in this battle, it's going to be a drumline battle, a marching band battle, a majorette battle, and we may even do a drum major battle at that.
okay, okay. Sounds good, man. Elijah, man, how did Georgia Mass Band form? For the people out there that want to know, how did the Georgia Mass Band come together?
Yeah, man. So basically, man, we all went to Jackson State. All the founders, myself, Antonio, Marcus, and Matthew Bugs. Man, we really just saw the mass band circuit going on just all over the country, like, New Orleans, MAB, obviously, like, and we was just like, man, we kind of needed something, or we felt the need to have something similar in Atlanta, knowing that a lot of musicians from Atlanta go on to these schools in different locations, and we trying to get into the action. So, it just kind of started out as like, man, let's just get a couple of our friends together and just kind of see what happens. And man, we found a practice location in 2016. And like, we kind of just put the word out, like maybe like 20 people or so showed up. And man, we just passed out some music and got it rocking. And we ended up going to Augusta for like our first event. And that was pretty cool. And then, man, after that, man, it just, I want to say it kind of just spiraled. After that, everybody was like, oh man, we gotta pull up, oh, what? Nah, we need to come represent the city, you know what I'm saying? We need to come represent the state. So man, everybody just kind of got behind it, and they saw what we were trying to do. They saw the vision, and we just kept working and kept pushing it and just delivered it to the people, to be honest. And that's really be our focus. We just kind of keep it centered around the band members and the community, and they show up. You know what I'm saying? So, and we just gonna keep pushing it for real. Just keep delivering that quality. You know.
Okay. Antonio, man, as far as the book for Georgia Mass, man, because y'all have a very versatile book. Like, where does that come from? Like, does the staff come together and say, okay, we're going to play this, we're going to play this? Like, exactly how does that process work without, giving too much away?
I think just as us as staff, we just write what we like. So we try to make sure we balance it
Like he
out.
disappeared.
Oh, oh, you can't hear me? Can you hear me?
Nah, I think he disappeared.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
All right, I'm
It's,
good.
yeah, he back.
All right, we back.
Yeah, I was saying as far as a book is concerned, we the staff just usually write what we like. You get the best stuff out of stuff you actually can relate to or just resonate with. We from there we try to balance it out, make sure we're kind of hitting all of the spots that we need to hit. It's really not rocket science as far as that. We just really just write what we be feeling.
Okay. Antonio, man. Well, the other Antonio. What about Dallas Legion, man? How y'all looking this year? Like, what was the startup behind that?
Well, to give a brief history about the Dallas All Star scene, Dallas All Star scene really started in 2005. I'm a young cat, so I'm pretty much going what I know. But it started in 2005 with the DFW All Star Band, where both Fort Worth at the time and Dallas both merged. From 2005, I believe, to 2012, that was pretty much their run. And during their run, they was doing things that All Star Band wasn't doing during today's times, which was doing field shows and etc. As of 2012, the All Star scene kind of died out a little bit until 2013 is when we formed D Mob. Now, when D Mob came around, that was the pretty much the second coming of the All Star scene. We had a brief run from 2010 all the way until 2015 until we merged with the high school all star band DMB, and then eventually DMB became what it was, Dallas Mass Band. From there, it was one of those, it's been in and out with band directors within the Dallas Metroplex area. So we've been trying to find like, okay, we need to have like a stagnant, not even stagnant, just a leader just to move us forward. So with time at passing by, with Aaron Russell coming in the city and taking over really much one of the most historical high schools in the city, OGs, we came to him and he came to us and we were like, yo, we've been wanting to do this. We have plenty of history behind it. It's just, timing. So year one was pretty much experimental. Year two was okay, we kind of got it going on. Last year was the come out year, and this year is just we punching folk in the face. And the thing that I like, being that I was a student at one point and now a band director within the city, is the growth of the culture is growing, because outside looking in, the Dallas kids would look at what's going on in all the other cities, all the other states, and they would want that band culture within our city. You get it? So with me and a couple of more OGs, band directors, we all came together and got this vision, and to see not only have our jazz bands, concert bands, and marching bands have tremendously grown over the past 4 years, but it's been pretty much a family moving forward. So now Dallas is really looking good. I will say, if you've been paying attention to the numbers year by year, we do grow year by year. So if you do the math, that might be what you can see for the Memphis battle.
Okay, yeah. 'Cause I definitely think that last year was probably the biggest I seen Dallas. Like, that's the biggest y'all been, right?
Actually, our biggest year was in 2013, if not that 2005 DFW year. But I can, I don't want to give out numbers, but it's kind of close to both of those bands from that 2013 and 2005.
Okay. So next question, Mug and Antonio, what's the process for getting to Georgia Mass Band? I heard it's a very rigorous process. So, like, for people out there that's interested in being in the band, maybe for next year or years after? What's the process for that?
Yeah, so for our high schoolers, we do have an audition process. And this information is also on the website, gamassband.org. But the high schoolers have an audition process where they play scales and sight read just to make sure they're up to the rigor of the program, having to learn so much music, at a high level in a short amount of time. If you don't have the basics, we not really interested in horn holders or, people who just want to come and see their friends. And that's no offense to anybody, but it kind of just shows you like, okay, yeah, I got a little work to do. And we do give them pointers and tips on that as well during the auditions. As well as percussion does have auditions every year where they have to read cadences and read music and kind of, get in where they fit in and we evaluate them based on their ability to pick those things up. It's a three-part process with our percussion instructor, William Humans that he's put together. And yeah, you come show up, and the information, like I said, is on the website. We post it on the Instagram. And if you are alumni, you are able to register and join. Just go on the website once again, jmassband.org. And yeah, you just register and come to practice and pay your dues. And yeah, handle your business, come to practice and handle business.
Okay, man. This a question for Georgia again. Can you guys name me your top five Georgia Mass Band songs?
We've been having a lot of debates about this recently. Um, I guess I'll go my personal top five. Uh, I really like that "What You Need." I think Antonio, I think you wrote that Don Tolliver "What You Need." That's one of my favorites. Modern Day, obviously. Murder on My Mind from 2019. I really like that King of Pride rock too. That's when I go back to that Lion King from 2019. And man, it's too many to name. I would say either like a Still from 23 or I really like that Cowboy Bebop from New Orleans in 24 too.
Okay. Antonio, man, what about you? Your top five Georgia Mass Band songs?
I say my top five in no particular order. I have to go with Used to. I gotta throw in Victory Lap. It kind of just stuck with us, so I like that one. I forgot about What You Need, but I did like that one. Hedwig for what it stood for. Let me see. I feel like there's one I'm forgetting, but it is hard to think about. But I'll just probably throw in Modern Day. I still feel like there's one more I'm forgetting, but let me see.
Okay.
Insecurities. I'll throw in Insecurities.
Man, listen. Hearing Insecurities in person, people just don't understand. Hearing them play that in person, man, I don't know what y'all doing with y'all tubas over there. But man, that song was so loud. Like, how long did it take for the band to come together on this song?
It didn't take long at all. Most of the time, they read right through a lot of the stuff. What we really spend time in is just making sure it's clean and people aren't just playing. They're playing with characteristic. They're playing with style and intent. So once they get done reading and learning, it's really just making sure it comes alive as music and it's not just playing anything.
Okay. So we got my guy Jay Law in here from Bandhead Network. Jerome, introduce yourself, bro.
What's up, everybody? Can y'all hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, awesome. Jerome Law from Houston, Texas. My YouTube channel is Bandhead Network. I started high school in the fall of 92, and from there I went to Southern. After Southern, raised my family, and then got back into the band scene and started recording. So that's me.
Okay, so what made you want to start recording?
I remember going back and looking at my high school videos from 1990 to back in them, and and everything look like dots. Remember you ever played the regular Nintendo, the NES, where you can see the blocks on the characters. Everything looked like that. And so I said I wanted to, number one, show band from how I see it. Um, when I first got in the game, a lot of people were kind of tweaking audio and doing things like that. And I said, I just want to give people the raw sound. Sometimes I mess up, sometimes I get it right. But I but I wanted to be able to record local high schools and start making sure I capture the kids, because there's nothing like when they become older and their kid more than likely joins a marching band and they be like, well, your mom used to do this, and and they like, nah, I didn't do that. And then they be like, youtube.com, because we know YouTube probably not going nowhere. So they get to pull up when they marched back in the band, back in those days. And my mom marched in the band and I didn't even know about it until I got to Southern. And all she did was show me a picture with her in her majorette uniform. So, I
Oh,
thought it
that's
would be
crazy.
pretty cool to have something so that people can go back and look at. So if you ever look at my videos, especially when I'm doing high schools, I like to kind of get a little close to the faces of the kids, so it can be clear. You don't just see the whole band. And I'm gonna try to highlight each section when I'm doing that. That's my whole mindset. Just giving the kids something to look back to.
Okay, so what advice would you give like any upcoming videographers out there?
Any upcoming videographers, the first thing I would tell you, you don't have to spend a lot of money. I learned that the hard way. You can start off. The main thing you need to focus on is having a good microphone. Okay. Okay. Good
Yes.
cameras are overrated until you understand how to work a camera, because the cameras that D uses and Smash Time and Garrett and all of those guys, those are computers with a lens on the end of them, basically. And
Mm-hmm.
I learned that the hard way. I spent a lot of money on lenses and cameras, and it was unnecessary because it's mostly about the audio. That was one of the main things that made A1 so popular when it came out. He had good audio. So
Yeah. Shout
focus
out to
on your
anyone.
shout out to A1. Aaron's a good dude, man. Most people, so focus on your audio, okay? And you can take your audio, sync it up with the camera shots, and turn the camera audio off, and you'll be amazed at how awesome that will be. So you can start off with a cell phone, put that cell phone in 4K, record those clips, and then sync them up with the audio, and you good to go. Just start like that. I would also tell you, hopefully I'm not talking too much, but I would also tell you to start going and talking to the local high schools. Go talk to the local high schools and talk to the band director. Hi, Mr. Band Director. That's what I did when I first started. And I got to know a lot of these band directors, and they'll start calling you because the majority of my subscribers are high school students. High
Hmm.
school students like to watch themselves over and over and
Yeah.
over and over again. That is,
Yep.
I've seen an elementary school clip go from 3 views to almost 800 views, and I know, I know all of my subscribers are not clicking on those like that. But those kids like to watch themselves over and over again. Get involved because you need to show the rest of the world that the arts are still alive. And so everybody's not recording it. There's a simple TikTok video here or there, but they need to see the whole performance.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say those are some things. Don't spend a lot of money on equipment. Talk to the local band directors. Don't get involved with their drama. That's another one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. And try to highlight the community as much as you can. You'll be amazed at how big that'll grow your platform.
Definitely, definitely. So D, what advice would you have for some upcoming band directors, man?
Uh, honestly, trust the process because, well, first you need to have a plan going in. So, like me, I love to be organized. So when I say have a plan, like you need to know what fundraisers you're already going to do. You need to know your practice schedule that you're already going to have. You need to already have your app for your band parents communication. You need to already know, okay, this is when I'm gonna have my meeting. This is when I'm gonna put on my slideshow. Like you have to be overly prepared. Like I already had my uniform guy. I already had my uniform designs. I already had prices and everything ready to go for these parents. So, and for me at the middle school level, one reason why I love it is because this is how many expectations I have. None whatsoever. Like they don't where I'm at, they don't the district I'm in doesn't want us to have a middle school marching band. However, I'm proving it wrong to where they know, okay, if this middle school can do it, why can't any other middle school do it? And so be prepared to create your own expectations for what you want. Be overly prepared for everything. And you have to be able to teach the unteachable. You have to be able to teach kids who don't know how to play. Every kid I had has never played before. I had my trombones as my tuba section. So, and I can say they were the core of everything I had. I had 6 horns all year, 2 trombones, and the rest was trumpets. And then I had 16 drummers. So, but we made it work. And it's all about being able to work around what you didn't expect. So, like for example, at my very first like audition / trial or whatever, I had 50 kids come on a Saturday. I had 50 kids come on a Saturday. But then the next practice came, I had 25 because of the expectation and the standard that I set. So you have to know the standards and expectations of what your program is going to be before you even start your program. You have to lay the foundation down. Now, for me, it's different because one, I went to Park Forest. I marched in the band at Park Forest. I know the expectations of what Park Forest has, and I know what it can be. I have guys who I have students who I have taught that are about to graduate from college now. I have 2 of my assistants who were former students of mine who are currently in college. Like I have one, he's at Texas Southern, about to graduate. His name is Andre. Then I have my drum instructor, Deja. She graduated high school 2 years ago, and she was supposed to play snare for Texas Southern, but she lost her love for music, and she didn't go. My main assistant, Jay Hawkins, he was the drum major at Geo. Now he's going to Jackson State Online, and he's also doing government work. So, and those 2 came back, and they helped me, along with another assistant, Miss Kayla. She's at Southern right now, and she used to play clarinet. So we have a big alumni base, and they know the expectations. You can go to any other middle school in Baton Rouge, any other middle school in Louisiana, minus New Orleans, because I know how they get down. And you'll have no expectations to have a marching band, to have a drum line, to do this and to do that. You have to set your own standard and expectation. You have to have everything already ready before you even go into the interview process. Like when I interviewed for the job, I kid you not, I had uniforms that I didn't even plan on wearing. I had the color scheme already ready. I had a plan set in place. I had my lesson plans already ready for the whole school year. So when I say you have to be organized and prepared, you have to be organized and prepared. Also recruiting. You have to have a mouthpiece as a recruiter. Like, kid you not, I had kids that weren't in my class that I had to recruit to be in the band. And so it was tough teaching these kids that weren't in my class how to play music. So even though I had help, there are going to be a lot of people who don't have any help. And so knowing how to recruit is the biggest thing. Like sending out not just with your school, but if you're at the middle school level like me, you got to talk to these elementary school teachers. Then you got to talk to these high school band directors. I had fourth eighth graders this year. I got 3 out of the 4 going to collegiate because the collegiate band director came. I invited him into my band room to come talk to my kids and to come openly recruit. So when I say you have to be able to multitask and be organized to where you can do so much, you have to be able to do that along with uh being able to, like, bookkeep and plan field trips and things like that, because doing things like that is very intimidating for first year band directors. If you at the high school level as a first year band director, it's going to be a culture shock to you, especially if you at a black school in Baton Rouge, because let's be real, and this is no shade to the current high school scene. I'm just being honest, and y'all can chime in on it. Since Pollard, Mr. Williams from McKinley, uh, it was another band director at Baker. I forgot his name, and Wendell from Astruma. Since since some of these old school guys have left, the music scene in Baton Rouge has been trash at the high school level. I'm just gonna be honest. Like with Russell leaving Scotlandville, there's literally no band rivalry with Scotlandville no more. For McKinley, Scotlandville got 10 members. When was the last time you've heard of that? You've seen it. So you gotta, as a director coming in, no matter what level that you at, you have to set realistic and unrealistic expectations, and you have to be organized and prepared.
What you got, Ricky?
Hello? What's
Come
going on,
on,
fella?
come on with it, Ricky. What you got?
Hey, I'm gonna piggyback off of what he said about the high school scene in Baton Rouge. It has been down for a while. And the reason why it's been down for a while, because 90% of the guys that's coming out of college don't nobody want to go in in the middle school or to take a fresh program and go in there and teach and learn how to teach. A lot of these guys don't have band room etiquette down packed. They don't have the teacher etiquette down packed. So if you don't have the etiquette to be a band director or to teach to kids that never been taught, you'll never have a successful program. And don't in this age in band director, there's no longevity as at the helm. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you see a good program, the director been there for 3 to 5 going on years. Everybody asks why Chalupa and Nicole so consistent, because he's been there. He's built his brand. He built his foundation, and he followed and he keep going. As long as band directors job hopping from here to here, here to here, it'll never be a band culture in no city. That's not just in Baton Rouge. That's in Houston. That's in a lot of cities. It just like every time the year end is always band directors in a portal. But how can you go on a portal when you never had a product to put you in a portal to say somebody wants you?
I
Yeah, it's
think
a point.
I think in my tenure of recording bands, now I'd say this all the time when I'm on my show. I'm a failed music major. Okay. I am not trying to take any credibility from or anything from any of these band directors. But I think the biggest mistake band directors do their first year is try to jump out and take everybody on. I think that's the biggest mistake that they make. I think as a band director, like the young man that was speaking before Ricky said, you need to focus on fundamentals and learning your job. You have to learn your job because if you don't know your job, then you're going to be stressed out on the professional side when it comes to trying to do things on the band director side. And so take your time and develop these musicians. Give them something fun to play, to give them a stepping stone along the way to show them that they're growing. But don't come out with one baritone, one French horn, a saxophone, a clarinet, three trumpets, and eight tubas, and just be blasting on everybody. You got to learn how to work with something that you have and build on that program. And like he said, recruiting is the key. Go ahead, Ricky. My bad.
Okay, hold on. Let me get Connor in here. Connor, what's going on, man?
But and another thing, you know what band directors got to stop doing when they first get hired at a school? Stop hiring their friend as the assistant. Stop hiring your friend as the assistant because what happens is you and your friend just getting out of school. Your friend don't know the band culture that you're going into. Like a lot of people think, oh, I can go to a school and build a program. You don't know nothing about the history. You don't know nothing about you got to get the familiarized with the alumni that you can call on and say, hey, we got 60 kids, we got a long season. Can we get some water in here? You might make me one alumni and make them mad, and guess what happens? They tell everybody nobody donate. And and for the younger guys, stop letting your ego be bigger than your product. Stop setting the standard that your ego this big and your product this small.
Can I chime in as
Like
well?
I really want to see Baton Rouge coming back around. I really do.
Go ahead,
I
chime
just
in.
I just want to say one thing to that whoever said that comment about my drum line being scared ain't never that. I got the best middle school drum line in the entire city. So bring it on. My kids got 13 cadences already ready to go.
Hey, Muggs.
Hey,
They
so
going hard on Georgia. What's going on? Mug, what's going on? Fight back.
I heard Rayville was the best drum line in Louisiana.
uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Connor, what's going on, man?
Da, 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 da.
I'm assuming that's a high school, so I don't know nothing about that. All I know is Plaquemine has one of the best drum line in the state, so I can say that. But
I don't. I'm a tuba player, dog. I'm just giving you grief.
I ain't even gonna lie
oh
with
no,
y'all.
no, somebody made a
Hey,
comment. Somebody made a comment about Park Forest drumline being scared. Nah,
I
no,
ain't even gonna lie with y'all, big dog. I ain't even gonna lie with y'all. I'm a baritone player and I talk band, man, and that's what I want to hear. I don't want to hear no ligga doom, digga dot, rigga digga dot. I'm
Hey
trying to
man,
hear
hey,
all the
hey, hey,
cranking.
y'all gotta take it easy on the drummers, man. Take it easy on the drummers,
I
man.
love the
Bro, y'all
drummers, but y'all
y'all
did
just
y'all
don't know how
own
to
event
chill.
and y'all own little thing. I love y'all give everybody on the horn a break, but to thy own self be true. When we talking band, we talking band.
I
All right,
agree.
man.
Amen,
So
Pastor.
since it's the summertime, man, what's going on? Like which band coming with that smoke? That's what everybody want to hear.
Oh man.
Is
Shoot.
Memphis,
I'm
Georgia,
go ahead, my bad.
in New Orleans. What's the Mississippi and Dallas? Top five.
Hey.
What do y'all feel the top five gonna do?
I feel like
Burger,
New
what's up,
Orleans gonna
bro?
show up with 90 people and kill everybody.
I agree with that. Like, I don't think, to me, honestly, I don't think any, and this is no shade, and yes, I am being biased. I don't think any mass band can beat a New Orleans mass band. I'm just being honest. Just because, like, you can say, all right, like if you put, I know it ain't gonna happen, but if
But
you
Georgia and
put
Memphis.
all if you put all and car band together for one summer, it's already an undefeated season. But I know that ain't gonna happen. So I'm just saying in general, no mass band can be the New Orleans mass band.
I think Memphis. Now I've been looking at these high schools in Memphis, just like everybody's been seeing New Orleans. These high schools of Memphis have stepped their game up to a whole nother level. And seeing that and seeing the potential that the person over Memphis's band has in his arrangements and his team's arrangements, I think the potential can be just off the charts. To be honest with you, I do believe that things can be overcomplicated, but if they just stay in the groove and bring the creativity that they known for, I think that they can really be a top contender this summer. And I know in the top three. I know top three. What's
Hey,
happening, Burger? What's happening?
Virgo, what's going on,
listen,
Bird?
let me say
Listen.
something because I feel
Virgo,
like
what you got to
we
say, Virgo?
on
What you got to
here,
say?
and I feel like if New Orleans lose any summer, it's the most talked about thing in the world. The fact that New Orleans went to Mississippi, kicked their ass, and they kicked everybody ass who came to New Orleans. Because let's talk about it. We was the best band in the building. It was very not talked about. Georgia finished last summer with a donut, which I think to me Georgia get a lot of unwarranted hate for no reason in the culture because every band is allowed to be themselves, but Georgia Mass Band isn't. I just want to see how like no matter what New Orleans do, it just get to a point to where I just think people get tired of seeing it because we really got no love last summer after what we did.
Burger, what you mean, Georgia? Everybody can be everybody else, but Georgia can't. I don't,
I
I'm
feel like
asking. I don't know what you mean by that.
I feel like
I know what you mean.
Memphis
Oh,
is
yeah.
Memphis is allowed to be Memphis. Mississippi gonna be Mississippi. Hum gonna be hum. When it come to Georgia, it just feel like I don't care what they do. Somebody gonna find a hole in what they do and then be like, move the goalpost for them. Listen, do I want to hear Georgia come out like 23, 21 and like crank? Yes. I literally just listen. I was listening to the old Georgia clips. They had a mean sound back then. Their sound has changed to a more in tune, like they ain't really trying to blow the bells off the shit. And I feel like in the summer band round, people discredit them for that because they stick to their style.
Ooh,
Well,
that boy Elijah. You ready, Elijah?
I just got a
Elijah, what you
question.
got to
I got
say,
a
Elijah?
question
What you
for
got to say?
everybody on here, real quick. Before Elijah, I fuck with you, dog, but I got a question because I'm over here just like, hold on. So let me ask everybody, and viewers included, what is the criteria for a band to lose in the summer?
They
Because in
gotta like
one
the
hand,
other band
because hear me
director
out.
more than they
In
like
one
you right
hand,
now.
we'll get in the group and
What's
talk about musicality, all this other in arrangements, blase, blase. But then in another hand, we'll start talking about loud crankage and screaming.
I
So
agree, bro. I agree.
what? Because here's my thing. Here's my thing. For those that don't know Kunta, hey, how you doing? Musician, band director.
Everybody know you, Kunta.
Everybody know me, but hey, let me keep it real. There's a side of the band community that will put Georgia over because they sound good. They play with characteristic sound. But then you got the other side of the community that will go with the Memphis and New Orleans, be like, not throwing no shade, but this is what the comments say. They loud, they screaming. I mean, they sound good, but goddamn, they blowing. So it's like, what is the criteria? You know
So
what I
let me.
mean?
So what
So
you
I mean,
basically
so
saying is,
insecurities not cranking burger.
oh no, the shit cranking like a motherfucker.
So what we talking about?
That's just
That
me.
was a couple months ago. What we
So
talk about?
listen, bro, you don't have to. So for me,
What we
I
talk
just
about?
want to
That's what
say,
I'm saying. Like people, you just said it right. Georgia can't. We for whatever reason, Georgia can't be Georgia, right? But we got the recognizable tunes. Like we cranking, we screaming, we doing all of that.
so bro, you
And
gotta take that up with the people that kind of like give y'all a hard time because I'm not one of them people. I actually enjoy
Elijah, not
what
to be
y'all do.
funny.
I feel like y'all allowed to be Georgia up until the moment y'all battle the band that's more favorable than y'all. Like, cause
I mean,
listen,
it is what it comes with it though. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to see LeBron lose in the finals. You
So
feel me?
Elijah, hear me
I
out.
want
Like,
to say, listen, bro,
yeah,
listen.
I get it. I get it.
But listen, can I be honest with you? I watched last year's Memphis and Georgia battle, and I
Okay.
honestly can sit up here and say I thought y'all sounded better. They were more entertaining. And they were like, it was a big wow factor with them. And I always tell people, are we really going to give the battle to the better sounding group? Or are we going to give the battle to the more entertaining group? Because Memphis was more entertaining, but did they sound better than y'all? No.
But see, that's why I believe that when it comes to, like the other person said, it's subjective. It's what you're coming there for. What are you coming there for? Everybody don't think exactly the same when they come to band. Some people are just there for the wow. That's all they want is the wow. If you can't give me the wow, you were boring and dry, all that stuff. You just gotta have the wow. But I
Connor,
believe
Connor,
that
what's up,
I
bro?
believe I
I
believe
think.
Go
people
ahead.
Oh my
I
God,
believe people
that's the.
need I think because it's weighted. Because of course you need entertainment, you need good musicality, and then you need and then there's the wow on top of that. I think those are the three heaviest things right there. Is it entertaining? Is it musically sound? And did you give me the wow factor? Now, if you
Okay.
could check all of those off when what you're doing, I believe that it's fair to say that if I think this band did it better than this band in this round, I think that band, whatever, got that round or whoever when it comes to
So
it.
I'm glad that you said that because I need everybody to hear this that's watching. One song don't win the whole battle. You just
No,
won
no,
that
no.
round, my guy.
Oh,
You just won
nah.
that round. Because
Yeah.
niggas will play something that they think is the greatest thing in the world. And I always tell y'all, the greatest arrangements are only recognized depending on how the culture fuck with that dude. Because I've seen some of the greatest arrangements come out from certain bands that really ain't gonna get no love because y'all don't fuck with their band director. But if another band director put some bullshit on the paper and it's loud and y'all fuck with him, oh he that nigga.
I'll go a step further. One thing that I feel the number one thing that makes a band and also an arrangement special is the nostalgia, bro. So all of us got a certain level of music and genres that we all listen to, but there's always that one nostalgic song that we can go back to and be like, I remember that motif, I remember that song, and it's a lot of songs that be played. I remember, was it Your Secret Safe? What was that dang song that New Orleans played? It was a New Orleans
Alicia
song.
Keys song?
Yeah, that one. Everybody liked that song, not only because it sound good, it's smashing, but it's nostalgic because you remember it from a certain time of either your childhood or adulthood, and it's a song that you can remember. A lot of people will write these songs where it's like, what the fuck is it? Because it's like it sound good, it's smashing, but we don't even know what it is because we want to know why. It's not nostalgia, and not everybody can understand this song. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be arrangers this summer that's gonna write something off of all three Drake albums, knowing goddamn well
Yep.
my
Yep.
mama, my aunt, and my nephews probably never even listened to that song. But just because a top artist dropped it during the time where it's trending right now, it ain't and didn't become nostalgic. It's like, how do you get the audience? You know what I'm
But
saying?
even with that, that's still subjective because under pressure, just think about it. Let's just go back to my time. Under pressure was not an A-side song on the album. Nobody knew about that song like that. Bands made that song pop more than anything to us. So you got to think about it. Sometimes you can just be that good where you can make a song popular. Nobody knew nothing about Black and Blues. That wasn't the top song on that album for Al Jarreau. That wasn't even in the first three of what they wanted to release to the radio. So, I mean, even though you do have to have some familiarity when it comes to it, but sometimes you can let that creativity fly if you sell it right. But if you miss, you miss.
I think it's more
So
so based on who fuck with you in the culture when it comes to arranging, dog. Because niggas' favorite partners don't be putting that heat out like that. I will literally have niggas argue me that so and so is the best arranger and the greatest nigga in the world. And I challenge niggas. I say, name me his top 5 arrangements, and now niggas are quiet. Because guess what? You're a fan of the moment. You're not even a fan of dude like you said. You just hate that other side more than you like this side, and that's fine.
So my question for y'all is this, because it happened to me at White Castle. What? So you hear your rival band playing songs that you play, and y'all go back and forth with that same exact song. To y'all, how do you determine who plays it better if the arrangement is the same?
can you ask the question again? My bad.
How do we
I think
determine
I
which
understand it,
arrangement
but
was
go ahead.
better?
Like if the arrangement is the exact same, but you got both
Mhm.
bands just going back and forth. I play So like I'll play 400, they play 400. I play get high, they play get high. Like, how do you determine if it's the same arrangement who played it better?
To
Oh,
Like,
me,
it
it
depends
depends
on
on
who
who's
sound.
cleaner.
Characteristic
Gotta go
sound,
to-
bro.
Yeah,
We got to
who
go
was
to
the cleaner
sound.
band? Yeah, who's the cleaner
Fundamental.
band?
Like at the end of the day, characteristic sound, bro. Like at the end of the day, you can make the same burger as me, but if one is sloppy and one is perfect, which one is better?
Yeah,
Depending on how you like it. Some people like sloppy, so I'm gonna go on whichever one sound the best or taste the best, I guess. And that's still very opinionated
But
because
see,
taste
that's
is
where.
depending on what
But
people
first
like.
of all, we're all musicians, right?
Right.
And so there's a standard. A B flat is a B flat, no matter who you are. Okay. So if you supposed to be playing the B flat and we getting the B natural out of you, and you the only tuba player doing that and it's throwing the whole chord structure off, you have lost that round to me.
And it also
I
falls
agree.
back on the band director as
I
well.
agree. I agree. I agree. I just like always say going into the summer, allow these bands to be themselves and take your bullshit out of it when you judging it. You may have liked the song from 3 rounds ago. You still stuck in the song from 3 rounds ago. So you ain't even trying to judge the full battle because you heard the song, your favorite song 3 rounds ago. You stuck there. Marcus said
man.
something a few summers ago that everybody laughed, but it was the truth. I think if you're not at these battles live, you have to give these battles a couple lessons later on because
Yeah,
I go back to certain battles now and I'm like, ooh, this band got blowed out at first, listen, being there in person. And then I go back and be like, ooh, I missed this out there. So
Yeah.
I think
man.
that we all should, while we are so caught up in the moment of these battles, do give these battles some time. Because over time, like Dallas last summer in New Orleans, I was telling somebody this the other day. I was so geeked up in the moment that I didn't realize Dallas was doing some very nice shit last summer, right?
Hmm.
And as I went back, I was like, holy shit. Dallas arrived, but they really here now. Like Dallas need to be getting out here, getting in some of these bigger rounds, So I'm kind of excited to see the Memphis and Dallas this summer because, hey man, Dallas is very creative what they doing over there. That staff, it worked. It worked for them. So I can't wait to see how they match up against Memphis because when you look at New Orleans and Memphis, our styles are kind of similar. But
Right.
Yeah,
Dallas and Memphis is two totally different styles. So
Yeah.
I can't wait to see which style people prefer the most this summer.
and
Yeah.
Memphis
And
got that
shot.
just straight punch you in your face. That's what Memphis got.
That's our style.
Mhm.
And
Straight
shout
punch
out
to
to
the
the
face.
man. Hey, the high schools in Dallas have stepped it up to a whole nother level. Ever
Yeah,
since Dallas Legion has been in that city, no hate to anybody that was there before them, but ever since they've been in that city, I have been recording those Dallas bands and I've seen them go up and up and up. And shout out to Iron taking Dallas Carter. Man, those guys, y'all need to go check them out, man. Dallas Carter, if he's there another few years, there's gonna be some smoke in that city.
I'm
So yeah,
excited to see Space
he's the
City this
old
summer.
band
I
director
know
from
I'm
Scotlandville.
excited to see Space City
hey,
this summer.
don't sleep on North Carolina. Don't sleep on
No,
North Carolina.
it's hard to sleep on North Carolina. You just want to see North Carolina get out more. So
North
to see
Carolina,
Carolina
they
going to Memphis, I think that is going to be kind of like the eye opener for them because that's going to be a lot for them. Can they handle all those big dogs in one? In one,
man,
that's a lot.
I'm gonna go ahead and say North
Man,
Carolina
don't
can
sleep
do it.
on North Carolina, man. Shout out to
I'm gonna go
Rob
ahead
and
and
my
say
guys
North
over there,
Carolina can
man.
do it.
Hey, I'm gonna
Cause,
just say don't sleep on them boys, man. They
Hey,
putting in
listen,
some
I
they put
never
in some
sleep on
real work
North
up
cause
there in
Carolina.
North
they was
Carolina.
when did Georgia take on North Carolina? Cause that man,
That first time I saw Georgia in North Carolina,
it was in that
North
gym.
Carolina was yamming. Yam
They
was just
was
too
in
much.
that mug,
Yam
man.
was just too much for them.
Hey,
It,
I messed with George, but North Carolina was over there, man, and that's
well, you
just what
talking
it
about
is.
2018?
You talking about
The,
18?
You said North Carolina was what?
Man, they was over there. I ain't finna lie to you, big
yeah,
dog.
that was
Yeah,
the year.
they pulled up.
That
They
was the
pulled
year
up, but they was
everybody
over
said
there.
North
Yeah, I know they was
Carolina.
over here.
That was the year
They pulled up
everybody
to the
said North
battle.
Carolina won. That was the year everybody gave North Carolina the dub when they went to Georgia in that gym.
Berger said it, not me.
The culture said it. Because I don't want to take it away from you, culture. But listen. You know how many people say New Orleans going to get their lick back this summer, and for me, I'm not a hater because Georgia is amazing. I
Yeah,
don't hate them the way other niggas do. I think what they do is what they do.
I keep
I
it
think what
honest with
Georgia do
band,
is what they
man.
do. And listen, you either really like it or you don't. And I'm a fan of it because I don't know how to say this without it coming off sounding crazy. I think Georgia has mastered a method that's theirs and it works for them.
Hmm.
The
They got a
method that
system.
Georgia has, it works for them.
Yeah,
And they have
Georgia got a
mastered.
system. Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of that even just comes from like our upbringing and just like the culture in Georgia in general. So, really, like, shout out to the high school directors out here and, a lot of the students who are dedicated. I definitely got to give them a lot of credit. They come and see us and, we get in front of them and just kind of reinforce. We just do a lot of reinforcing, of those concepts that, of the Georgia way, I guess you could call it.
This is
Man,
going to
speaking
be
of
the
Georgia and New
summer
Orleans,
of the trumpets. Just
who
know
bringing that smoke? Who
this is
bringing the
going to
smoke
be the
between
summer.
Georgia and New Orleans?
Listen, if you enjoyed our trumpet section last year, I'll just tell you.
They was silly. I'll give y'all that. They
I
was
mean,
silly.
St. Noel got 40 trumpets by themselves. So we have a lot of trumpets. So you could just expect some heavy trumpet shit coming out of New Orleans. It is crazy this summer. It was
For the
crazy last.
past for the past few years, New
You
Orleans
playing this year, Burger?
they
No, my
only
son
Achilles.
is though, and it feels so weird to me that I have a tuba playing son who who is really that dude, but he's only a freshman, but it's in his DNA because he get it from his pop. So I ain't mad at him.
Yeah,
Speaking of tubas, New Orleans tubas last year were the
was a
best they have
fool.
been in quite some time. And
Oh
Yeah,
so I
man.
yeah,
I think I look, that's been their only Achilles heel. That's been
yeah.
their only Achilles heel.
So
Tubas
listen,
have
bro.
not been able to carry the band.
Let's
Last
just
year,
say we found the formula, and I am glad that the city, like I mean, I guess the culture that we have here, we don't really
yeah.
have to beg people to come out. Like if we put a band event together and it's some band, niggas is coming. Like you know what I'm saying? We turn more people away and have to put more people out because we just have a zero tolerance for certain shit. So New Orleans All Star Band could be the size of FAMU shit, but we just don't care to do that. We want to go with the people that's gonna show up to practice, learn this music, and if that means 10, 15 of y'all can't come with us, we fine with that. Because we are very much so happy with the product that we're gonna put out this summer.
Man, Muggy and Marcus, what Georgia coming with this summer, man? What y'all coming with?
Smoke.
Cowboy
Absolute.
Bebop.
Absolute heat. I mean that. Like this summer, honestly, I guess not to give anything away, but this summer the band is very aggressive. I will say that much.
That's what I want. That's exactly what I'm glad to hear that, Muggy.
Now don't worry. I mean, but we still gonna do Georgia, so
Well, that's for
we
y'all
we
people
gonna clean
outside.
we
Like,
gonna
you know
clean
what
the
I'm saying?
band up. The band is gonna be extremely clean as we always are. But just it's a different energy this year, and I'm really liking it. I'm enjoying the band a lot this summer, and
10-year anniversary, man. Congratulations, bro. 10 years in the game.
yep,
I mean, Hum in New Orleans literally put this summer band thing on their back. And no disrespect to nobody else, but like Hum don't really get a lot of credit for that. But New Orleans and Hum really pioneered this summer band stuff. And people don't realize we used to battle in the winter and in the summer. So it
Yeah,
wasn't just the summer band thing with it. We used to battle twice to get a band together during Christmas break, and either they come here or we go there. That was the days people seem to forget about.
Yeah.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
in two of those bands. 11 and 12 home.
Right. So to see
Oh
like
wow, I ain't know
Gam,
that,
Yeah.
Law.
to see
Yeah.
Gam put 10 years up, man, that is amazing because you get a lot of doors closed in your face in the beginning. And people don't realize that we got a lot of doors closed in our face in the beginning of New Orleans All Star Band. Band directors just was not fucking with it. And it was like clear cut no. No.
yeah, yeah. We dealt with a lot of that as well getting started. Like especially with the band culture here in Georgia. Not to say that high school band directors are almost elitist, But when they establish a brand of band that they want to have their name attached to, a lot of the times if you're presenting something different, they might not want any affiliation with it. No, you can't use my school, you can't borrow my horns, my students can't do your program. And honestly, that's how it started. But over the years, we've essentially proven to like the local high school band directors and everybody just in the area that we can produce a quality product, not just a
And
large
it's
percentage of
organized.
anything. Oh yeah, and then the business side of it plays a major role too.
Hmm.
We do very good business. So, we don't have that problem anymore, but at first, convincing everybody that that was the case was definitely a challenge.
And
So
we just had to
speaking,
keep pushing the quality for real, and people are attracted to quality, I'll say.
Now Georgia is probably top tier when it comes to business. And I think that's why the Georgia versus New Orleans battle is always so big because the business get cleared quick and fast. Once we clear our business, there's really no BS in between. It's like we clear that business and then let's get this shit cracking. They know what we gonna do and we know what they're gonna do, especially when it come to business. Let's get it done. Let's get the people what they want.
Yeah, any year we battle New Orleans is like the easiest year ever business wise. It's stress free. We have a few conversations, we sign contracts, boom, we'll see you when you get here. It's literally that smooth.
So let me ask y'all this: if y'all know or not, how do y'all feel about LLI no longer having a band program?
I think that's a loss for Baton Rouge,
Oh
honestly,
man,
because
that's
man, I
crazy.
think that's my bad.
you good, Muggy. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, no, I was about to say that's a kind of a blow. Uh, I really I'm a big fan of LLI, man. What those kids are doing over there. Shout out to Kenny and Brian Simmons and them and everything that those directors did with that program. But I would like to see them come back, man. It's always an interesting summer when LLI pull up. I feel like
They coming
Well,
back.
I think there's
It might
something
not be
called the
soon, but they coming back.
regulators. I've never heard of.
I hope regulators grow from this because I would love to see Baton Rouge because regulators was literally the band in Baton Rouge that one summer where I thought, man, like people kind
21.
of forgot that one summer regulators had that was crazy. So
You
Yeah,
talking
it's
about at
21.
Independence?
Yeah,
yes,
Yeah, they went
21.
nuts. They was like the best band there for real. Like between them and New Orleans, that was the best two bands there.
so man, I'm
nah, I
excited.
would never forget that summer.
I'm excited, bro. That was the actually I think that was the summer where Gam, New Orleans, LAI, Memphis, all were in the same damn stadium for the first time.
Was that
Nah,
2019?
yeah, that was 2019 LLI.
What year was that? No, what year was that? Well, Gam cranked on LAI, man. I always watch
That
that
was
video.
19.
Oh, that was 19.
I
Mhm.
always watch that video because that was the first time you saw Georgia, New Orleans, and Memphis in the same place. Because you
Man, that
get
was
people that
crazy.
say, I want to see them three bands in the same stadium. But people forgot it happened. It's just the rain fucked everything up that year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
People
that would have been
forget
crazy if
Georgia
it
and
didn't
New
rain.
Orleans was actually in the stands getting ready to battle after the event. They were on one side, we were on the other side. We were getting ready to battle, and Lightning and Travis and them made us leave. So that was a
Hey,
summer.
Georgia still played.
Yeah,
Like, what
Georgia,
you all
Georgia.
that Georgia still played.
Listen,
We was stranded. That's what happened.
Georgia was really stranded, bro. It was some crazy shit.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I got out of town, man. That
That's
rain
the
was too much,
infamous
bro.
Memphis and Mississippi battle in the rain. They battled.
Yeah.
Memphis and Mississippi had a big battle outside in the rain.
Yep. In the parking
I
lot.
remember
Yep.
that over in the corner.
Yep. Man, so
Yeah,
what
that
would
was
y'all
good.
say
I see.
about people who say that All-Star Band is bad for these kids? Like, what would y'all tell them?
Eat
I
a
want to
dick.
say something before
okay.
everybody start. Before everybody start, if you are a high school educator and you have had this kid from August all the way to May/June,
Say it
and
loud.
somebody is able to change the way you taught your kid in a few weeks, then there has to be a problem with the theory and the mindset of the musician that you're training your kids in. That's all
Tell
I
him,
gotta say
Dad.
about
Tell
that.
him. Tell him.
I'm
Tell him.
speaking over there.
So
I'm
so for
speaking over there.
me, so for me, I can say I haven't had that happen. Like none of Like I've had my kids as an assistant. I had kids taken by high schools to play with them during their season because that's how we were. But I've never had a kid in all star band. Honestly and truly, I would love for my middle school kids to get that experience because it's rare for them to get that type of experience, and they get to learn from different directors and different people, and they get to learn new skills. On the high school side, I would say it may be like a little different because if your director ain't cool with the director that's over that program, then it's gonna be an issue now. Because like it really all depends because everybody has different styles. Because let's say your program loves to crank, but the the mass band loves to scream. It may be completely different, and the style of that player may completely change. Will it be for the good? Will it be for the bad? You don't know because they may be teaching something to that kid musically that you haven't been able to teach, or explain something on a certain level that reaches them that you couldn't reach them. So it has its pros and it has its cons.
Man, I'm gonna go a step further with it, man, because for one, I started off a star band in 2013 with D Mob. And one thing where when band directors say you're learning bad habits and all this, to me it's bullshit because how is it that I go from the fall to the spring? I went in the marching band, and then in the spring, we just straight concert band, learning everything. I get to all star band, and I'm literally not changing none of the fundamentals I just learned from the high school. So, how is it that, oh, only because we're playing challenging arrangements, what's the difference? And then the bigger catch is like with these schools, it's like you can challenge it because how is it that you can play these marches, but yet when we get in this all-star band, oh, I can't have my kids because the music they play is too complex. How, Sway? We play concert music and all this that challenges the kids, not only skill level, but also in the musicality. For me, I joined All Star Band and none of that, what they say, bad habits rubbed off on me. I went to college, TSU, PV, Langston, and none of it changed me to the point, even with me doing right now, I'm teaching the kids fundamentals from, and even looking at the baritone sections, really low brass, really everything in Dallas that I helped over the past 6 years is just one of them. It's just grown. So I be thinking it stems from, you know what I'm saying? What is it, Mr. Darrell? What you said, where it's like it comes from, oh, I don't like that band director. Or the biggest one in the room is, oh, he marched at PV. Oh, he marched at Jackson State. Oh, I went to this school. Oh, I went to that school. It doesn't matter, bro. Because at the end of the day, it's the culture, it's the kids that matter. They love this band shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of egos that get in the way. It just so happened the egos that sit up here have more power than the egos that sit down here. So it's like a person can be talking some real shit down here, but nobody ain't gonna listen. But let that person way up here say what the person down here said, they're gonna go with this person. So for me, growing up in it and eventually becoming a band director in it, I always thought it's a total bullshit and just a bigger lie to cover up a bigger lie.
Being from New Orleans, bro, I could honestly say we have a heavy influx of middle school kids. And listen, if you ever heard roots of music in some of our middle school programs, they'll be fine. Oh, we look at it as different, man. It's like Barrett's the head band director at Roots. So of course his kids are gonna come. Then you got Darren being the head band director at St. O. His kids are gonna come. Then you got Raheem. He's got the culture in the headlock right now that's crazy because mellophone trumpet players love him. So they're gonna come. So people got to realize, I don't know, like it's for me, I'm starting to see something in New Orleans that like scared me because it's like trumpets, mellophones, and tubas are like literally taking off down here. they taking off on the level that I was just kind of scared because for a while, man, we couldn't get trumpet players. Not that we had no talented trumpet players. They all did second line band and they kind of stayed away from all-star band because they wanted to make money. Now you getting those same dudes that's like, hey man, I want to do some all-star band. And we mixing them in with the middle school, the high school, and it's like, Jesus Christ. So I'm kind of happy that our culture is a little different down here where we actually have elementary school bands, middle school bands, and high school bands, and we're able to combine all that in the summertime. New Orleans All-Star Band honestly does not have an age limit. If you can play that horn, you are welcome. You just have to be able to keep up. That's literally our only criteria. Keep up, and you're going to be fine.
Trent, what's up, bro? What's up? Unmute yourself, Trent. You can hear me, Trent? I think
he lagging bad.
Yeah, Trent. Hey, get out there and come back in, bro.
Say, J-Law, I got you on here, bro. And I know you listen. I am very excited this summer to see Space City. I know, like, listen, French and Javon and the rest of that staff, that shit is scary to me. And I literally was telling our staff, listen, we got to be on our shit for these dudes because they too quiet. And I talked to Mr. French called me right before Space City made the announcement. And he was like, hey, man, I'm going to be working with Space City this summer, you know. And I had to tell Mr. French, like, hey, bro, go where you accept it. And if Space City open their doors for you, that's a win for Space City. Because I tell people, man, Mr. French is amazing.
Yeah. I agree. I have seen nor heard anything from Space City. So even inside the city, they are keeping things very quiet. Shout out to Javon, Eric, Zach, and the other people that are working on their staff. And I'm excited to see what's gonna come out of the city of Houston. I've been praying to the good Lord. I even fasted for an hour. And asked God and asked God to send some help to Houston. So we're gonna see how it goes. Like I said, I'm excited. Now, Eric French, I'm gonna be honest. After watching when they went to Atlanta, they're one of my new favorite high schools. Carver High School. They're one of my new favorite high schools. So to see what he can do with some alumni and very talented musicians here in the city of Houston, I'm waiting. I'm waiting and excited at the same time. So,
Sure,
and I'm gonna be there to capture it.
I think Space City might have the oldest staff. Space City might have the oldest, like, age-wise staff. We got a bunch of
Yeah.
20-year-olds in New Orleans. Georgia got a bunch of 20-something-year-olds. You got, I think Space City might be the oldest guy.
Now Elijah in unk status. Now he
Hold
ain't
on,
no
hold on, hold
20
on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. See, I was just finna say, Burger, thank you. I was finna say thank you, Burger. I appreciate that.
I know
Come
all
on
y'all
now.
boys came in
Black don't crack in Georgia, you know what I'm saying?
all y'all came in the game in y'all 20s.
Yeah, nah, we started 10 years ago though, type, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, now we
Yeah.
work it up. We still young. Don't get it twisted.
Let me
Antonio,
ask y'all a question
Antonio
real
just
quick.
look like a kid no matter how old he is.
There you go.
So let me ask y'all a question real quick. So, in y'all opinion, so first question is how can middle school marching band programs earn more respect, not just with the high schools but in general? And how do y'all feel about all-star bands gatekeeping and not allowing other directors to apply and join in?
That's a good question.
Oh, say that
I got
last part again. Gatekeeping what? I didn't hear it. I'm sorry.
So, okay, so my first question is like, so as a middle school band director, my first question is, how can middle school marching band programs earn more respect amongst the high schools and all around? And then my second question is, uh, how do you feel about all-star bands gatekeeping and not allowing other directors to apply and try to join in and get that experience?
to
Okay, so
oh my bad, Law.
My bad. I'm just
with
joining in, fellas.
with
What's up?
with
Y'all can hear me?
was
What's up,
yeah,
Trent?
yeah,
What's up?
Man, I think
yeah,
like with middle school programs, I mean, if you're a comprehensive and a good program, that's how you gain your respect. Like if you got kids that's feeding into your school, into the high schools and everything, and you a good
yep,
program, you gain your respect
yep,
just like that. Like if you bring your middle school out and everybody playing at a certain level and they sound good, they clean and everything, that's how you
yeah,
get it. Now
yeah,
with the All Star band on that nature, you just got to be one of those guys. I mean, it's just plain and simple. Like if you put out the work, you put out the arrangements, you got a good band, you got this and that, they'll come and look at you. That's how I look at it. That's just my opinion on it.
So
I don't really
Yeah,
think you
that's
gotta
what I was gonna
be a
say too.
guy, bro. I think for us, the way it works down here, you gotta be a team player, right? And you have to be honest. You have to bring a group of guys that can sit down and say, "Hey, man, I don't think that arrangement gonna work." Or are you a guy that can take criticism? Because the thing about New Orleans All Star Band, bro, like they gonna tell each other, "Hey, I ain't fucking with that." And
yeah.
how you gonna feel when somebody tell you that they not feeling your arrangement? That's why I think it works for our staff, no matter which group we had. You know what I'm saying? They all at a point got to a point to where we're like, okay, let's let these young boys in here. Because guess what? The young boys running the game right now. Are you that
Yeah.
guy that's gonna stay past your welcome and fuck it up for something bigger than you? Are you a guy that can take criticism and say, it's my time to roll out? And
so
Yeah.
all these middle school
Yeah.
guys being pushed out the culture, I just think if your high school product is not up to par, it's going to be very hard to convince the summer band guys to put you in a game when you can't even do it with your high school.
so
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to answer both of the questions in one. Well, to throw a brief statement out there, I'm a middle school director, but one thing I'll throw out there for all the other middle school band directors is just because you're not allowed to do marching band, that doesn't mean you can't make a good product. Because in Texas, pretty much we focus on UIL, and and on middle school level, that is the main focus. To the point, marching band is almost non-existent. My thing is, with me being a young band director, like amongst the young band directors, a lot of young band directors mess up because they just won't marching band, they won't blow, they won't crank. And one thing that I meant to say earlier is a lot of young band directors got to understand is you can have the best band project and everything ideas. If you don't know and understand the classroom, the curriculum, and how to be a teacher, all of that it doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people where I done seen sweepstakes, and I mean sweepstake winning middle school bands. No marching band, straight concert, smashing. Kids can read every scale, sight read, sound good, vibrato. And just because they don't do marching band, shall we look down on them? You know what I'm saying? Because
Wow.
they're still at the end of the day still getting the ism, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying, Mr. Brown, for you, I commend you, bro, because not a lot of us get a chance to do middle school marching band because it's just strictly to the script. Now, with the summer band director narrative, it ties back into what I was talking about being a teacher. There's a lot of people that's a good band, and I even have to learn this. There's a lot of people that's a good bandsman, but there's not a lot of people that's a good teacher. You can understand band, but you can also not understand how to be an educator. You can understand blow, 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 but you can also not understand, okay, I can come in this band hall, trumpets can do this, mellophones can't do that, baritones can do that, trombones can't do that, and you right around that. You know what I'm saying? People will come in with this, what I used to say in college, fantasy band. You write for fantasy band and you bring your fantasy band ass arrangement to mass band. And it's like, why would, I get it. Why would you get your fantasy band ass song played when the band can't do this? And you, as a band director, you got to understand this. Even as a band head, you got to understand this. Instrumentation, tone quality, and the piggyback on Mr. Brown once again with the middle school. I know I ain't trying to ramble, but it's like I commend you, bro. Like what you do in middle school, do not ever think people looking down on you because all of us love what you're doing. If you're able to not only do concert band and marching band and in proxy jazz band too, congrats, bro.
Yeah,
And it's
that's
like,
big.
yeah, we,
That's big, bro.
yeah,
My
man.
bad,
Yeah.
Kunta. But
Yeah.
I think the answer to the first question is nobody respects a good musician like a good musician. So build good musicians and you won't have a problem. My answer to the second question, if you are trying to get in the game when it comes to summer band at an established program like Burger Shake, you need to show that you're a leader that they can trust with what they have put this money into putting the 501 together, this money they have put into building their relationship with the local government and all of this other kind of stuff that's going on with all of the funding that's needed for these summer bands and these people that are helping. I mean, New Orleans had the mayor at one of their events. You know, it takes a lot to make that happen. And so they have to guard what they have as the leaders of their organization. So how can you show improve yourself? You in rehearsal, and each arranger that's up there complains about the mellows, the mellows, the mellows, the mellows. You are a band director. What do you think you can do? Hey, give me the mellows for a little bit. I'm gonna go over here with them and we're gonna go over the music and I'm gonna tighten this up so that we can give you what you want. I think that if I am over an organization and I see somebody trying to help build this organization and not try to come and run and take over the organization, I think that that kind of person is the person that I would look to as a leader that I would allow in my organization.
Yeah,
That's
can I
my
chime
mindset.
in? Can I chime in real quick?
Go
Law,
ahead.
Yeah,
you
man. Much
preaching,
respect to the middle
J
school
Law.
band directors,
Listen,
bro.
you preaching for
I'm at a
real.
high school
To the
where
question about like the middle
they
school getting
the middle
respect,
school that
I
feeds
would
us.
say
The last three band
I
directors
would
we
say it's
had
not
was
necessarily rocket
an
science,
organ
right?
player and a
To
choir
create
director.
a good product, to create a good
So
product.
the kids that we
Um,
get,
if
somebody else
something
talking.
sounds
My bad if
bad,
I'm talking over
Yeah.
somebody.
cut it
My
off.
bad,
You know what
bro.
I'm saying? Tell them that it sounds bad. Cut that off. Like fix that. Like you're a musician. You know what that sounds like. And I see a lot of bands, especially like some of the smaller bands, typically the product be a little questionable. And I'm just like, man, why would they allow that? Like, if I were in practice, I would tell the trumpets, hey, don't play that up at the performance. Like, we only got two trumpets. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need the part played. So I would say create a good product, man. Like, and use what you got. Like, you can have a good product. There are chamber ensembles. There are like, I don't even think numbers is really a factor. You know what I'm saying? Let's be honest, we've all heard small chamber ensembles, like even in a concert setting, like 5 instruments sound amazing and fill up a concert hall. It is possible, but you also have to say something at practice. If that sounds bad, say something. Like if that's out of tune, you don't know if sharp or flat, pull out a tuner and you tighten all that stuff up. It's not rocket science. And I don't even think you necessarily even have to be like a virtuoso to know if something sounds bad, you know what I'm saying? Or know that this is not really presentable. You walk out the house, you iron your clothes, you know what I'm saying? You fix your hair. And I think you treat your program with that same level of seriousness and respect. And people come to that. People are attracted to that. The organization, like I tell people, if you want people to treat you or your program a certain way, you have to operate that way, even before you even get there. So people will be able to latch on and follow along or see your vision. Um, and to the gatekeeping portion, man, I would say, J Law, you kind of nailed it. Get active. Get active. A lot of people say they want to be a part or they want to do this. And I ain't seen them at practice in 10 years. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not even asking for no donations or you to bring no water, bro. Like, just come to a free rehearsal and just like get some feedback. Like, you know what I'm saying? Anything. Get active. Like, be an asset. Uh, that's the most I can add to that. Like, we're not gatekeeping by any means, but if you are an asset and you are truly bringing something to the table, I can speak for most summer directors where we will hear you out because these are community organizations. And I know GAM, we are very much so like open because this is for the community and we want the community's input, but also like, are you just talking or are you really trying to, come and do something?
Say
That's my
Muggy,
little 2 cents.
let me piggyback off you, Muggy. Like, if you paid attention to New Orleans All Star Band, every band director that has walked through those doors played an instrument. So even before they went to college, they were a part of New Orleans All Star Band at one point in time. These guys were not just random guys that think you just gonna show up, pass out music. It's way bigger than that. And that's why I'm happy that we have these conversations because it takes, even though we do nigga shit in the summer band realm, when we in them band rooms, it is a lot of business being taken care of. And if you're not a guy that can take care of business and help this program get to the next level and grow, we don't need you here. Because anybody in here could pass out music. What do you bring to the program bigger than that? We've had to replace freaking Kenneth Collins, Brian Simmons. We've had to replace some of the best. And New Orleans All-Star Band kept going.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I was on staff in Hum for quite some time. Burger, you
Right?
know, I was a part of that. And in that, Alex would always talk to me. I was more of an advisor to him, but Alex would always talk to me, and he would be like, "Well, what I'm trying to do is give somebody else the opportunity to come and run this band." Alex has done that over the last 4 to 5 years. Whenever somebody new has come into this city, and y'all seen them as band directors in front of Hum. If you go look at the music, only thing that's been the most constant in front of Hum is Alex Bachet.
Yes.
Everything else, the band directors have been rotating. And
Yeah.
Alex, he gave them the opportunity. And some of them, you know, they just didn't seize the moment. And it
Yeah.
happens like that. So sometimes, on the other side of this conversation, sometimes leaders have been burned by people that they wanted to put their trust in, and then it causes them to not want to bring anything else in. I'm writing everything, you know. So I mean, I know that that's a rabbit hole we can go down with something, but I would say consistency. If you want to be a part of it, be consistent. Show up and do what you got to do. You're a band director. You can play another horn that needs the help in that other section. We only got 5 baritones, but we got 15 trombones. Okay, well, some of them trombones come on baritone, and you band director get over there too and help out too. That's the kind of, I mean, you're a band director, you know what you're looking for as a leader. Why not be able to walk the talk that you talk during the fall and the spring when you're over there? Show
All
that you
right,
can
J Lo.
follow at the same time.
All right,
Law
J
over
Lo.
there preaching.
Stop
He
that preaching,
preaching over there.
J
It's
Lo.
He
You
time to
preaching
take
over
the
preaching.
there.
offering.
Calm
Cash
down,
App is
Law. Calm
Bandhead
down, Law.
Network. Cash App is
Calm down,
Bandhead
Law.
Network.
Calm down,
Hold my
Law.
mule. Hold my mule.
So
Real.
Muggsy, man, we know y'all got y'all event coming up Saturday. Meet the Gown. What's going on with that, man? Tell people about that.
Where you at, Muggy?
Muggy.
My fault. My audio is acting a little funny, but yeah, man, we got Meet the Georgia Mass Band coming up June 6th, Saturday, June 6th in Atlanta. It's at Dutchtown High School. That's on the south side in Henry County. For those that don't know. Yeah, man, it's gonna be fun. We having a merge for the first time in 10 years, celebrating our 10-year anniversary. It's gonna be Gam versus Gam, man. Old Gam versus new Gam. So we got 2016 through 2022 versus 23 through 2026. So
Damn.
yeah,
So all 300 of y'all on East Side gonna
Boy,
merge? That is crazy.
boy, what
right,
them people
right.
got
You
400
know, we
people,
we
boy.
we went from the what y'all used to call us, the Xfinity band. Now we the AI band. So yeah.
Oh my
Say, I,
God.
I I love that for y'all, and I can't wait till June 27th so we can give the culture what they want.
No, for
Oh
real.
yeah, and June 27, Gam
Yes.
versus New Orleans. What's this part three? Part
This is
four?
part four. This is part
Part
four.
Part four.
part four and a half if you include the virtual battle. You
Yeah,
know
for
what I'm
Oh
saying?
15
Oh
y'all
virtual
gonna bring the
yeah,
flamethrower
Right.
out
17.
So
again?
you know, yeah, that's gonna be crazy. We looking forward to that for sure, man.
Y'all
It's gonna
playing
be
Invincible theme this
insane.
year?
It's gonna be at Terra Stadium.
Y'all playing
Hey,
Invincible
Law.
theme this year? It's already hot.
Hey, Law, it's a good question, man. Are media team fees getting out of hand? What y'all think?
No.
Why you say that?
I just
I
don't
mean,
think
what is out of hand? What is out of hand to you? That's my question.
All right, let me ask you this. Do all media teams live in the cities that you guys are having these events in?
no.
Okay, so number one, they're traveling to you. They're the biggest promoter of your event after your event is over. So they're traveling to you. And in some cases, a lot of them, Killer Kev, A1, when they come into town, they got to have a hotel to stay in. They got to do all that. And they coming to help promote your event. Do I think media teams should have to pay something? Most definitely. But do I think, you know, some of these people I've seen to where it's $150 for one person and then $50 plus for each individual person on your team. When we on the field and everybody and their mama down on the field with us too.
So
Facts,
my
facts.
Well,
my
anybody
question.
that ever been to New Orleans, I show a lot of love. I've showed a lot of love to a lot of
Oh,
people. And I'm going to say this. I think some of these prices are over the top, right? Yes. But do I think it's getting out of hand? No, because certain guys like Van Hidden Network, Killer Cavs, and A1s, and y'all know the crew of niggas that's going to make money off of YouTube, the niggas that's going to be straight. Now,
yeah.
the smaller guys complaining, it make a lot of sense. But come on, dog, not the big dogs.
All
I
right, I'm
hate
gonna
to
tell you
see
this.
the big
Let
dogs
me share.
complaining when you killing the game off YouTube all
That
year.
what,
Let me.
that what
Yeah,
I was about
You
to
know what
say,
I'm
Bert.
saying?
How much
They
you
killing the
making off
game.
the
Hold
clip
Y'all
on,
getting
now?
I
our
got.
content.
So
Hold on,
I
I got you.
feel,
I got you real quick.
Man, we don't be
Boom,
making that
boom,
money like people think we be making.
boom
That's the
box.
thing.
Boom. I want you to hear boom box. I wish I can pull up the screen for it. Boom box that I stream when they charged that $500 and people paid for me to go had over 60,000 views. I made $150 off of that. I made $150
you
off of that.
made
And
six hundred and fifty
that's
dollars.
no
Is it
$150.
bad to
Listen,
help?
listen, you know you got blessed. Let me tell you something. Everybody can't even get nobody to pay for nothing. What I'm saying to you is, I get what you're saying, but you have got to a point in the media game that people want to see your content, and they
Yeah.
literally were willing to pay for you to go. I can guarantee you, if I put that I
Yes.
need $500 out right now, I will not raise $20, and you were able to raise 500.
Do
So listen, I'm saying I get and what I respect about J Law, he not just fighting for himself, he fighting for the smaller dudes in the media world because he don't have to do this. And I'm
Shout
just
out to
being
Brian.
honest. J Law don't have to get up here and say this. So I get what you're saying, but the smaller guys, of course, I know they probably ain't on a level to put that kind of money out. So it do make sense for the smaller dudes, but the big epsilon guys, they're gonna be fine. And that's why I said, is it that the media world is oversaturated more than it's like, I think it's oversaturated. So a lot of people now are trying to like get their money back somewhere.
Yeah.
I see a dude out there with a tripod with an iPhone 13 on there. And he upload his videos every summer and he getting views. I think it's too many people. I think that each event should cut down on the amount of media people. I do. That's what I think.
Well,
To
that's
me,
I
I
mean,
fair.
don't
also you
really.
got to factor in y'all are like kind of, I don't want to say profiting, but this is our content too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you're filming me, you know what I'm saying, to get your platform off the
I
ground.
mean
And
that
I'm not
that
defending any specific
and
price,
then
but I am
that
just
kind of
saying
works.
like why it is what it is. Like, you know, because it is
That kind of
like you're
works.
filming me, you know what I'm saying? So
That
like,
kind of works
yeah,
both
like come
ways
on,
though.
then you're
Like
gonna use that content over and
that,
over and get your
that kind of works
Instagram and
both ways
YouTube and
though.
all
It's
that
like
stuff going. And none of that is technically like going to back to me who you were filming. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we gotta get something.
I mean
okay,
that
so
Yeah,
that
you
goes
got to
so
both
get.
what
ways though.
about for photographers? Because I'm also I'm a band director, I coach football, and I have a photography and media business. So what about guys who just want to take pictures? I don't me, I do not want to do any video for no battle of bands. I'm fine, or a band event. I'm fine with just like
Shout out to
taking
Nice Old
pictures
Photos.
because that's one of the hardest things that everybody want to take video, but nobody really want to take
so
pictures.
So
And
I
that's
listen,
think
one
it
legit.
can be.
of the things that
I,
You
that
you
people want
still
to
yeah,
know.
you
I
still
think
make
it could
money
be
off that.
levels. I think it should be levels. Like, let's just say you only let so many videographers be able to move around more freely.
yep.
Everybody else be further back. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a good workaround. Even if I'm one of those people that are further back, because I've been told to get further back. So what do I do at that point? I pull out a camera with a
Well,
lens
we
and I
got
make sure I can
tiers.
get.
Man,
Yeah,
honestly, and then
Tier
look
one,
at
but
it
tier
like
hey,
two.
this.
you do
We
have
all
tiers
Huh?
in the media world. You got
Yeah,
tiers. Listen,
there are tiers,
there are tiers.
and you got to work your way up because some of the biggest issues, and I don't even do it
Oh, we need
anymore,
a
is
media
trying to.
team power ranking, man.
Well, they got
So,
one.
they,
They
so
they
have
got
one.
one. Just
what
They
look
if
at
got
their
one.
somebody
subscribers.
volunteered to do it for free? Like, what if I volunteered to, like, let's say New Orleans Mass Band did something in Baton Rouge, or they're doing something in New Orleans, or whatever, and and I say, hey, I would like to like take pictures of y'all event for free. Like, everybody get their pictures, this, that, and the third. Like, no catch to it. Like, what would the approach be then? If I'm
But
trying to do it
listen,
for free,
if you hit me up, I would say, hey, meet me at the
Yeah, that's
gate.
different. I think that's a
I
lot
got
different.
you. I'm gonna walk you
Don't say
in.
that out loud, Burger. Don't say that out loud. Everybody gonna be hitting you up.
But
here's the
listen,
thing,
Burger.
everybody.
here's the thing.
So listen, I'm trying to get him to see, like, okay, you say you coming to take pictures for the low, and you doing that out the kindness of your heart. Of course, like, hey, bro, because guess what? You may gain some business from taking them pictures. Somebody
Yeah,
might really like your work and say, hey, I want to book this dude. I saw
Prime ex-
him at the New Orleans All Star Band event,
But
and
here's
I
the
want to
thing.
book, bro.
But
prime
Burger,
example. I had
I'll object on that. Let me object. So what if you just so happen to be nowheresville unknown? Nobody even knows you, you know what I'm saying? But you are a person that's trying to get in the media game. You say, oh yes, son, hit me up so we can get in. What if it's somebody that really don't know you, that don't know law, that don't know me, Brown, Muggy, or nobody? There's just somebody that's just coming on the scene. He don't know how to get in the what you know what I'm saying, the media ranks. He's just
At
trying to
one
get
point in time, none of us up here knew each other. None of us up here
right,
knew each other.
right.
So we
right.
all, in some kind of way, ran across each other's paths at the same event, being
Yeah,
band heads via the internet. Anybody that know me, I have multiple people be in my DM to to promo stuff on my Crucial Conflict account, and I'm not that type of person. I don't charge nobody for promotion. You know how many people I never charge for promotion. I tell people, send it to me. I got you.
Yeah.
yeah,
well,
Because I
shoot,
yeah.
know how I feel
You ain't
to
lying.
need help. Just something as simple as a nigga.
Facts.
Like right now, Bad Life got people watching this stream
In
that
that
want
regard, I think you could buy a media pass and get to meet everybody if you trying to make your moves and network. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, get
Yeah.
out there, get
yeah, but
active.
you
There's no
also got to
issue.
look at their
There's no
work
it.
too,
Yeah.
because you
Yeah,
don't want to have somebody at your event that's just getting in it and their work ain't really that good. It's different if like they've taken a few pictures already, and it's just like photography wise, not video wise. Because video, you really need to be specific with those people. But like photography wise, if they pictures ain't really that good, then you just put your name on somebody that don't have that work ain't really that well.
they got
So
a
it
lot of
really just
camera niggas work ain't that good. But guess what? We'll talk about it amongst ourselves. That niggas
yeah.
quality buns, and they still show up to every event and record everything.
record. Pay for media pass and everything.
Don't pay for that media
yeah,
pass. Put that poor
yeah,
ass footage out and get in. So
and
guess
it
what?
and it rush to put it out first.
That's why I'm
yeah,
saying the worst thing happened to the media was the oversaturation of it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think that I'm an advocate for supporting musical programs. You ask any
I
band
don't
director here in Houston, and I
I
donate
don't
to
really think it's
a lot
oversaturated.
of these programs and things like that. The media game, it may not be oversaturated. It could be that these are big things happening in these one few cities, and there are people that are coming from all over the United States to be a part of it. So
Mm,
that could, I mean, because when we separate, these people go back to their cities, and that's all there is to it. Just in
right.
summer band, you may have to come up with a tier system where you be like only six people can walk around freely in front of the dancers and stuff like that, because that's a big issue. I know you know, Burger, because y'all had to almost put a security team around the New Orleans
So you
media to
want to
keep
know the God
people.
honest truth, bro? I'm one of those people. I talk to people. Hey, look, they'll tell me, say, Berg, I'm trying to get right here. I just want to record right here. I'm not an asshole, bro. I know people pay to be in certain spaces. So okay, let's go. I got a little pool. Hey, don't fuck with them right there. They chilling. Leave them alone. I did it
Hmm.
personally last year at our battle, and Brandon Rogers and a couple other people could tell you, like, man, get us over the barricades. All right, cool. Look, don't fuck with them right there. They good. When Gam come down here, I go to their directors. Hey, what do y'all need me to do? You need me to move people? You need space, like, because sometimes you just gotta make sure certain shit is run a certain way, and I don't
Yeah.
need everybody standing in front of these people. I just don't want
Right.
that. So I try to make sure everybody comfortable,
Yeah, you're not lying.
good,
It's
because
not safe.
yeah, for real.
It's
Yeah.
not safe. 100%. It is not safe. We want the wild moment. We want to see all of the dancers do what they do. But if somebody gets hurt with all of those people right there around that and mass chaos starts and the ends become an N with a hard R behind it and start acting like they self, we gonna have a problem. And it's not enough police all the time, in that one spot. They're there like they're supposed to be, but some police are at the gate. Some police are watching exits. Some police are doing all this other stuff. So they would, it would, I mean, we watched the PV Southern battle. That was a minute and 10 seconds, but I was in it and it felt like 30.
Man, I
It
just
felt
feel
like
like
30.
I feel like to me, if you don't have a real camera instead of a phone, you don't
Oh
need to be
my
on the
God,
field recording
talk
media.
your stuff, bad life.
That's just how I feel, bro. If you don't have a real camera instead of a phone, you do not need to be
Android, huh?
on the field.
I'm
Yeah.
You
wait,
right
Hey
wait,
there with
man,
wait.
you.
if you want to buy
I'm
that media pass for your little potato clip, man, hey man,
look, let
we
me
Have
tell you
at it.
appreciate you
something.
supporting the program.
Have at
I
it.
don't care. I don't care what nobody say. Some of these cell phones will smoke y'all cameras. I'm not talking about
Uh,
streaming.
I mean,
I'm talking about
if you know what you're
recording.
doing with it, if
if
you
you
know what
know
you're
how to
Yeah,
doing
work
with
that's
it,
it,
what
for
I'm
sure.
saying.
if
So
you know
you
how to
can't
work it.
shame somebody for having a cell phone out there because I can pull out an iPhone 12 and record in 4K 60.
Okay,
See?
you ain't say all that.
And put a mic on it. And put a mic on
And all
it.
you got to do is have a mic to the side. Like I said, record that, put that good video with that good audio, and you done cleaned everybody.
I
All
don't know
right.
about that. I don't know about
All
that.
right.
I'm just
Man.
saying, to me, a cell phone clip will never be better than a real camera clip.
You don't think
One,
an iPhone 17 got the same quality as a camera?
I don't know about
as a
that one.
Sony or a Panasonic,
If
no
you put the
indeed.
settings right?
They got
Come on,
apps
man.
that'll set the settings for you.
Come on, man. Still, I'm just old school with it. Like, for one, it's different chips.
That's
A chip
right.
in the
You
cell
old
phone is
school.
not going to be. It's not going to be better than the chip that's in the actual camera. I don't care what kind of cell phone it is. It could be iPhone
How old
30.
is your camera, D? How old is your camera? You got you got you don't do Panasonic. What do you have? Canon?
No, I have two Panasonic. I have
Yeah, you have Panasonic.
GH5, and then I got the S5 2X.
So you
So I
mean
got
the
like a
sensor? So what's your sensor in your camera?
I don't know nothing about what y'all talking about.
Me
What?
neither.
What?
But what
Me
I'm
neither.
saying,
My
every
hand started
time a
hurting.
Get
new
lost.
every time a new iPhone comes out, the sensor gets better
yeah,
and better. How do you think you're able to do all this stuff with this software? And I'm not talking about streaming from your phone. That's a whole nother category. I'm talking about just recording from
yeah.
your phone.
No, I get what you're saying,
Yeah, that
but
quality.
I'm still sticking to what I'm saying. That's me. To me, a cell phone footage would never look better. Well, I won't say never look better, but it would not come close to an actual camera's footage.
He got an
Again, it all just
Android. That's
depends
why.
on.
That's why he's saying that.
Well, actually, I got both. I have both,
'Cause I don't know, because I done
and
heard some cell phone clips.
there are some Android cameras out there that can rival the iPhone. Like, no jokes,
Yeah,
all jokes aside, there are some Android
no
cameras
doubt.
that
No
are better
doubt.
No,
than
for real.
iPhone.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
agree. I
yeah,
agree.
yeah,
Well,
yeah,
let me
yeah.
sell some media passes then. So basically, y'all media passes gets you access. It gets you like, you know what I'm saying? You got a media pass, like, oh yeah, we clearing them people out. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to film freely and get access to the event and get access to the bands, go and get that media pass. You know what I'm saying? And handle your business.
So basically,
No
Muggy
doubt.
said,
But
man,
what? But
Yeah.
but
let the
but this is
big
my
dogs
thing.
show up to
When
the events and the small dogs
yeah,
get out the way. That's all he's
when
saying.
when I
Well,
hosted the Battle of the Bands, the last one I had when Berger and them came down. When I hosted
Oh,
that Battle of the
22.
Bands, with their media passes, guess what else they got? They got something to eat too. I fed them. I made sure they
Hey,
had water. I made sure they had something to drink. That what am I getting?
because it's like, okay,
Can I
exactly.
have a
What are
T-shirt or
we getting in
something?
return?
Well,
Well, I'm
Right,
not gonna
exactly,
promise you. I'm
exactly,
not gonna promise y'all
exactly.
all of that.
Oh no, 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 no,
But
no.
you
I'm
know what I'm
not
saying?
saying that.
Get
I'm
your
just
footage
saying be
though. Get your footage. You got free reign with your footage.
Well,
I don't know
hey,
about
if
no
any of
turkey
y'all want
legs
to,
and
I was
hey,
saying, give us some
turkey
wings or something. Give us some
some
wings,
wings.
a
nah. You
towel,
ain't
Man,
got to
I,
do
so
all that.
we. So
just
Muggy,
So
let
some
me
of
know,
these
if you come to New Orleans on July the 3rd, I promise you we will put on this show like we
well,
always do. Listen, we want people to come back. So I will say we do like to put on the show. So I see y'all July the 3rd.
if any of y'all are free December 12th, I would love for y'all to come out to my middle school battle of the bands. Uh, if any of y'all
I'll
want to
come.
judge, that's
Yes,
fine.
where you at? Where
If
you at?
Baton Rouge,
I would most definitely love to come. I
Oh
love
so
yeah.
middle school
I'll
band.
I'll come.
Kunta, if you want your middle school to come out and join the battle, I'm giving you an invite right now. Um, and like honestly and truly, is I want y'all to see what talent is actually out here middle school wise.
You
Cause
trying to invite some middle schools out there? I can reach out to some middle school band directors for you.
hey, I'm with the smoke. I don't mind.
That's what it's
I
all
can't
about.
now
That's what
see
it's all
now
about.
see
That's what I'm talking
Alice
about.
Hart. Alice Hart is a no because I'm not paying $2,000. That's the I tried to get them last year.
that's how
They
much they
they told me
charge.
I would have to pay 2K. I ain't got no money like that.
Wait,
Yeah,
So
their budget might not
hold
be.
on. Well, hold on.
like
Wait. They charging you 2K to come from the city to BR?
Hey,
cause,
buses.
so they
Got
can
people on buses.
travel.
You gotta pay. You
Oh
gotta pay
yeah,
for
yeah, yeah,
buses.
yeah.
And
Got to
Alice
Yeah.
pay for
Hart
them
got a
So
buses.
You gotta.
band.
You gotta
Listen,
feed the kids.
Alice Hart got a big band. Like respect.
Yeah,
yeah,
true,
trust me,
true.
I know. Like
Yeah.
trust me, I know. Like we actually, when I was the assistant, we actually went to Alice Hart's Battle of the Bands. I couldn't go that day because I had to work. So they
They better
said either
carpool.
I work
They better
or
carpool.
fight. So I had to work that day. So
What battle of the bands at Alice Hart? I've hosted all his battle of the bands for the
it
last
was
few years.
like some years ago. It was like because it was like it was some years ago, like
Talking about
at
the one in
Alice Hart
17?
in their gym.
Yeah, you talking
And
about
I think it's
17, pretty
on.
much,
I
ain't it?
think it's
Mm.
on Band Life Productions. It's
I
on
think
Band
I
Life
hosted that
Productions
event.
page.
Didn't I host that band life?
Yeah, because that was the one St. August at. That
Burger,
was
you need to
17,
change
Uh,
no?
your name, bro. You need to change your name, Burger. You need to be the Steve Harvey of bands or something like that. Y'all, you always
so
hosting everything.
Show your
like
love. Show your love for the.
Show your
No,
love.
listen. Can I say something right? Being from New Orleans, when I say this, it go against the grain, but I do want to say this. At one point in time, my whole city was just like saturated with jukes and southern. So like now seeing this Jackson State takeover of New Orleans is kind of crazy because even on a middle school level, some of our best middle school bands have graduates of Jackson State. Shit, some of the best high schools in the
It
city
make
have.
you feel good, don't it, Burger?
No, listen, I didn't go to Jackson State. I'm just saying that
Don't start with Elijah.
I'm
Just
just
relax,
seeing
bro.
a
Relax.
Jackson State wave like take over, and I'm just like, damn, this shit crazy. And
so you being from New Orleans, let me ask you this: how does it
Love
for
the
you?
boom, man.
How does
Hey,
it
man.
feel like that New Orleans doesn't have a true college marching band? Like for you, how does that feel? Like y'all don't have like a true college, like HBCU style college marching band.
Memphis
I just
doesn't
think
either.
I
Yeah.
think
But
for me, I think I like it better that kids are going everywhere else. Because New Orleans, Southern ain't they get New Orleans kids, so that ain't
Oh
like
yeah, most definitely.
Southern is gonna eat off New Orleans
And
regardless.
Arkansas Baptist too, because you know
Yeah,
their associate director Cedric is
Time.
now the head director at Arkansas Baptist.
yeah. I mean,
So
I
now
just
they
love
got
to see our kids go all over. Because even this summer, a lot of people quietly don't know this. This will be the first summer New Orleans All Star Band has a high school
High
drum
school.
section, all high schools. We have no alumni. We have no college. No, it's literally all high school and middle school kids in our drum section, and people don't understand. Sometimes, I mean, that decision was met with a lot of pushback. We got a lot of pushback from the city
Still
as a
is.
whole, but in order to get where you trying to go, you got to shake some shit up. And a lot of
I,
people didn't agree.
I seen
But
it.
man, like this is I've been a
They
part of New
still
Orleans
mad.
band 15 years. Do you realize I have never been a part of a band where like I went in the band room and didn't know practice was going on? New Orleans All Star Band, I go in the band room and it's strictly music, music, music. Next set of music, music, music. Like it's nobody getting yelled at. Every summer somebody getting put out. Like this summer just seemed like real militant. I'm going in the band room like Jesus Christ, this shit is crazy. I never knew we could get to this place.
Yeah,
That's
it was
crazy.
scary my first time going into a summer band. And I walked around and the director was talking and people were walking around and people were moving and people were having side conversations. My nerves got bad. I thought a stand or a mouthpiece was gonna start flying or something. So to see
What?
discipline in a summer band like that, hey, big ups to New Orleans. That just
Bro,
means that
like
they locked in. They locked in.
bro, like it be so quiet. It's like I was literally telling the band directors, what the hell did y'all do like this? Zero tolerance, bro. I don't need 50 mellows. 25 will work.
Shit,
Hey,
15 to work.
that that's the Dr. Greg's mentality. That's what made the band so good in the 90s and the early 2000s. He kept it a certain size and he like any graduate that marched under Dr. Greg's heard him say these words, I don't need you.
I don't need you.
He literally would say that. They getting in trouble, all this other, I don't need you. I got 15 people sitting on the couch ready to get back into this band. They are, and every juke will tell you under Dr. Greg, there will be people that would hang around and where those couches are and that Coke machine and all that stuff. They'd hang around just for Doc to be like, hey kid, I'm ready. You know, and thank God I never had that experience. But if they don't need you, they don't need you. So shout out to New Orleans for starting to get the cream of the crop in there
I got a
now.
Dude,
That's
question
what's
for
up.
I kid
everybody.
you not. I literally cut my, I literally cut my snare section leader before parade season because he decided to have two D's, two F's,
Oh,
and I told all my kids because I'm grades first. Like when I say I'm grades first, I started doing I started doing study hall with my kids. Like before practice started, we would do study hall. And then the principal saw it and she piggybacked off it and forced everybody to do the same thing that I was doing. So I told all my kids, if you have at least two D's, all you can do is practice. You cannot perform. And if you have an F, you cannot perform or practice at all. And some of these kids thought I was playing. So I cut my snare section leader. And I went through the whole parade season and my whole battle season with just two snare drums.
So, may I ask a question for everybody?
But
So, I love the band talk. I love the education talk. But it's officially Summer Band 2026, and
let's
it is
go.
time to talk about the raw, uncut, smash,
Let's
crank,
go.
and let's
Let's
get the
go.
promo started. I love it, but
Let's
officially
go.
in about 2 hours we've been talking about education, and I'm like,
Man,
look, as an
y'all going to
nah,
get
it's
educator,
been a good
I
healthy
talk about
mix.
this every day of my life. But I ain't gonna lie, it's Summer Band and it's WrestleMania season, and I'm
New
So
like,
you,
Orleans, by,
man. Look,
so
New
you
Orleans
was
by
jealous this
60.
summer?
yeah, I'm
New
y'all
responsible.
going
Orleans,
to
I'm the section leader, dog.
You,
New
y'all
I
Orleans,
going to
think
okay.
face
DC.
Memphis.
I want to
What
I
y'all
So I
try.
got
think
for
need you
DC.
Memphis?
to.
I
I
think
need you.
What
DC
y'all
gonna
got
have the
for
best
Memphis?
band this summer.
New
I've,
DC,
Orleans,
I've never
Washington
been
DC.
to
I
a
didn't
I've
heard
never been
clips.
to an
I
all
didn't
star
heard
band
clips. They taking
event. I'm about
everybody
to be
down.
honest.
New,
Everybody.
Or-
So
What
Everybody.
was your
New
the
question,
Orleans
Brandon?
undefeated. I'm going New Orleans
The
undefeated by 60.
the
What was
D,
your
the
question, Brandon?
DMV is gonna slap everybody.
What was the question, Burger?
Law,
What was
man,
your-
don't stall law. Don't stall law.
Well, shoot, look, post y'all schedule so I can try to make something because
June
like at least try
27th,
to
New
invite my
Orleans All
kids.
Star Band versus Georgia Mass Band. July 3rd,
Hmm.
New Orleans All Star Band versus Space City with some
Can you
special
send me?
guests.
Can you
Stay
send me your
tuned.
schedule, and
Just
then I
stay
can send it
tuned.
to my kids?
Fort City is going to Mississippi and slapping everybody.
Port
What?
City by 30.
Fort
Hey,
City by
hey,
30. You
By
hey,
heard it
look,
30
here.
while
is
y'all playing,
crazy.
Put the bets in.
while y'all playing, Port City band has gotten bigger this year. It's two bands.
That
They got
Is
Port
is
City
there
and
any
Georgia.
other
Boy, ain't
battles
nobody
going
ducking
on?
no wreck from Port City. I hate to tell you that.
They
Look,
messed up with they messed up when they added another All-Star band up there, bro.
I'm
oh
I
my
don't
offended
know.
with
God.
this, man.
I don't think they messed up with it, bro. I don't
Hey,
think they messed up with it.
Smash Time has the first battle of the summer this year.
Yeah, you got
Uh,
Yeah.
regulators versus
337 versus
27.
Regulators. So I can't wait to see that. And I'm excited to see Regulators this summer with no LLI. So
Regulators by 40.
Regulators should most definitely have some size on them this summer.
Facts.
Yeah.
Regulators by 40.
They second year. I like them on their second year. I mean, the second year after, well, was that the third year?
Who you talking
Think it
about?
They
was
had a
Regulators
break.
only had 1 year with Brian.
second
Yeah,
year.
No,
It was
but
the
they,
second
21.
year.
no,
What y'all
they
think
came
Mississippi
back.
gonna do?
Get
I
cranked out
think
like
Miss
they do every summer.
I think
Hey,
Mississippi gonna give us that Southern soul and what they do. Travis gonna have the bass lines, just right. Gonna have us
Ooligaloo.
bobbing our heads to it. I think it's gonna be pretty good. I think
We
it's
we
gonna be
gonna be
pretty
Travis
bobbing
going.
good.
our heads to that boom, skloom, gagoom, boom, goom, gagoom. That's exactly what we gonna be on.
And
who
Like,
Yeah,
everybody
played
Travis
don't
did
know
it?
going
this,
Who
right.
played?
but this is Travis last year doing summer band. So I
Yeah.
expect Mississippi to
oh,
go to Memphis
Oh,
and
they
put
gonna act
on
up.
a fucking show. I will
They
say
Ooh,
that.
gonna
my
act up. They gonna
yeah.
act
Mhm.
up. They
Travis
gonna
gonna
act
act
up.
ass. Travis gonna act
They gonna
ass
act up.
though.
Travis get to close it out at his home at the crib. Y'all gotta
Yeah,
know
at the
Travis
house.
about to go up there and act ass.
Man, shout out
Hey,
to Miss. I think they got they meet the mob. I think it's Saturday too. Next Saturday too. Friday or
Yep.
Saturday.
yeah.
Same day as the
yeah,
day
yeah,
before Georgia.
Yeah, that Friday. Yep.
yeah, yeah.
Well,
That's
you have meet the
yeah.
NOASB June 27th, Georgia.
Man, and what about Augusta? What's the word on Augusta?
Augusta's supposed to be coming down to the Big Easy.
Is that the
I thought
new
they're
Georgia
gonna be in
band?
Mississippi too.
No, is Savannah coming to the Big Easy? My bad, Savannah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah,
You know
Augusta.
Georgia's so
So
damn big; they got 12 bands down there.
oh, we can get Mars Brown back. Yeah. But
Free
yeah,
Morris
man,
Brown.
it's gonna be pretty fire. It's gonna be pretty fire this summer. Man, y'all take care of yourself. Y'all drink some water before y'all go out there. Don't get
Man, what?
drunk and be in that heat.
You
We
gonna
didn't seen
pass
them
out?
pass out. You gonna pass out.
Oh, for real.
Br-
Lots and lots of
Hey,
water.
say
Yeah.
Kunta, I do want to say this. Good luck in Memphis,
Yeah,
because y'all done got to that big dog stage,
yeah.
and I pray to God that y'all eat y'all Wheaties, because I know
Look,
Deontay.
look.
Listen,
You
Deontay.
gotta understand. I'm coming in the band hall like the high school. I love it because the high school kids talking about, "Oh, we're ready, Kunta, we're ready, Mr. Holt," and I'll just be looking at them with the realest face, like, "Do y'all know what Ron just got us into?"
So
Like,
listen, bro.
when when he announced it, I was like, "Say, bro, we
Hey,
just went to New
You
Orleans."
know,
Like,
Deontay didn't like to hear that y'all, like, people was rumbling saying y'all were like the second best band last year in New Orleans. And I
I
don't think
mean,
Deontay liked that very much.
it goes
So,
back to what I was saying earlier with like, do you like the good sounding in musicality or you like the crank up in musicality? And I mean, I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all, we did sound good last year, bro. And
yeah,
I'm not gonna say we didn't have our mistakes, but you know what I'm saying? It's just narrative. And I mean, if you don't like it, bro, I mean, fuck it. You know,
nah, y'all boys was smashing. Hey, look, y'all was smashing. Now
appreciate it,
y'all
man.
get to go run that shit up with Memphis, North Carolina, Alabama, and Mississippi. Come on
Man, I'm
now.
gonna give you some band history, Burger. Remember when Dallas came down in 2017? It's Independence in Mississippi.
When they had
Yes.
them long ass shorts on.
All right,
Yes.
so look, let me give you all some band history of why on the Dallas side we want Memphis. I'm gonna tell you why. in 2017 when Kato, I don't know what Kato, he must have said something to, I think Michael Gowans. He must have said something in it. We walking back to the bus, man. Next thing we know, we seeing MMB just line up on the buses. We like, oh, I guess they trying to meet up with us. What's down, bro? Next thing you know, I hear is 1, 2, 3, woo, woo. I'm like, oh shit, they cranking up on us. And they ran down the 3 songs on us on the bus. And we held that pain for years. To the point, I was telling the OGs, I was like, I remember, I think, what was that, 2017? I was fresh, my first year at TSU, you know what I'm saying? It's the summer. I was like, nah, bro, we gotta get our get back for that. So yeah, bro, the energy I'm bringing in the rest of the staff and the rest of the OGs, we know we up against, but it just turned up the entire intensity in the band hall for this. You know what I'm saying? Because
I think Dallas gonna hold their own. I think y'all
Do
gonna hold your
y'all
own.
realize? Y'all realize
Oh,
that
for real. I really think Dallas gonna hold their own
every,
against
I don't
Memphis.
want to hear
every
that word
man
for
here,
nothing.
No,
I
bro.
don't want
No,
to hear that
seriously.
phrase
man,
for
look,
nothing.
we gonna
Seriously, I
come in
think
there.
Dallas
We
gonna
gonna
do their
come in
thing
there
against Memphis.
like us, and they
Nobody
gonna be
hold their
them.
own. You just go up there, you do what you do, and take your ass
I'ma
on.
say
hey,
it
look,
like
That's
I
all.
need
this.
you to do me a favor.
What that?
Before this is all said and done, I need a Texas battle of the bands in the summertime.
Law.
And
I'll
listen,
work it
I
up.
think you're the man. You got Dallas, you got Space City. I believe that we could get hum. I want to see Dallas put like, bro, it's Texas.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't see what like is holding it back. Well, I'm not in the inside, but I have been dying for a Texas mass band for
yeah,
years. I have been
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
dying for that.
I ain't
And I
gonna
I
lie.
think,
tell
I'ma
I,
say it
people
like
this
I,
all the
this.
I,
time.
Dallas
If
and
I
Texas
think
Houston.
with
put
this,
their bullshit to the side and
If
came
it
yeah,
ever
together,
happened, it's the
that
end of
shit
all
would
bass
be
band.
crazy.
yeah.
It's the end of all the all-star band.
I
If that ever
believe that with these new generation of band directors that are coming into the city of
happened.
Houston and the level of camaraderie that they have with each other, I believe that it can happen in the foreseeable future. I have been talking with B Gliz, that's Brian up in Dallas,
Shout
and
out
shout out
to
to
Brian
Brian.
Glass
Ivan,
Shout
production.
out to Brian.
and Ivan, because like the
Shout
last
out to
battle of the
Ivan.
high school battle of the bands that I did, I teamed up with Ivan because I said, I can't do it all by myself. So now I've talked to Brian about him joining in with this Texas coalition of media teams to try to help promote the band. So believe me, we've been working on some things in the foreseeable future. Facilities is a big issue in Texas because they belong to the school
Really?
districts, and the school districts really they got a lock on everything. Like I can have an event at a school stadium, but they get to
It's a
charge
lot
you
of
for
red
park.
tape.
They get to charge you for parking.
Mm-hmm.
They control the food and the refreshments. So you're gonna be spending $3 for a 50 cents Rouse's bottle of water. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
stuff like that when I tell myself it's not worth it because we're gonna drain the pockets of the community trying to put on an event at the same
Yeah.
time.
And
So
then
It's a lot of red tape. It's a lot of red tape.
yeah, it's a
Texas
lot
is
of red tape.
extremely big. So on paper it can happen, but it's not gonna happen because, for example, where 3 hours can be one state to another for like states like Louisiana, Mississippi, Tennessee, and Georgia. 3 hours out here, you still in the state. 5 hours, you still in the state. You know what I'm saying? The state is if you really want to drive from Oklahoma to Brownsville, bro, I bullshit you not. It is literally 12 hours.
Yeah,
This state is it's like extremely big, and some people don't even know this state was a country at one point. So
yeah.
it's like
It still is.
But to your point,
technically,
Burger,
It
there will
still
be
is.
something happening in the future, and believe it or not, it will be air conditioned, and it'll be in a venue that can hold everybody, and everybody can enjoy the music and not come out with your ears ringing. So, well,
I'm looking
I'm
forward to it, J Lo, and I feel like you're the man for the job. I feel like you can
yes,
be the
sir,
one to pull it off.
yes, sir, yes, sir, and Darius Austin too. Shout out to National Show Band. Yeah,
Sure, man.
yeah,
But Kunta, I love y'all. What y'all doing in Dallas? I think it's amazing.
yeah,
But when y'all finish putting on that show in Memphis,
yeah.
we need to try to make our way to Dallas. to put our foot up y'all ass because we do not like how y'all came and put y'all feet all on our couch.
Well, the
And
quote.
listen, we didn't really get a chance to talk about it last summer because I thought Dallas was fucking phenomenal. But y'all showed y'all ass. And
Yeah,
y'all
I
got some niggas
appreciate
down
that.
here very upset with y'all. Only because
Hey,
we
y'all
thought it
shocked
was
us.
love.
I ain't gonna lie.
We thought it
Y'all
was
shocked.
love. And Dallas cranked on us while we was marching in. Dallas was just doing the most. And listen, this is the first I brought it up to the band directors recently. I was like, hey, what do y'all think about next summer trying to like do something with Dallas, maybe in
Yeah,
Dallas? And they were like, fucking right. We owe them motherfuckers. And we
yeah,
let them slide last summer. So I think after this summer over, the powers that be over Dallas, we need to sit down and put something together.
Yeah, and
Hey,
I'm pretty
the
down.
dark carnival theme last year, Burger. Hey, that was fire. I
French
Thank you,
like
kiss,
how
baby.
bro.
y'all I,
French
I
kiss, bro.
I like how y'all are bringing, band and then bringing creativity on top of it. Whoever came up with that idea,
So
y'all need to
listen,
give them a gift card.
that's
Robin
Robin. Yeah,
Robin is the GOAT. And I
shout
tell
out to
Yeah.
people
Robin.
this all the time. She don't get enough credit for how her brain spins and how she goes
Shout out to you,
overboard
Robin.
to make
Shout
sure
out
that
Robin.
the
I
city of
love
New
me some
Orleans
Robin,
can
yo.
say,
Shout out
bro,
to Robin.
Robin really like even with her posting the promo for the band directors, you know what I'm saying, as babies, and then them, she posts the baby picture and asks, "Who
Yeah,
is
that's
this?"
fire. That's
And like,
fire.
bro, Robin literally she just a goat.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That second
Shout out
line
to
at the
Robin.
end. That second
Oh,
line
yeah,
at
the
the
second
end.
line at the
Yeah,
listen
yeah,
now.
yeah.
Robin, when she first came to me with that idea, I said, Robin, yes. And one thing you get when you leave New Orleans, your poster board with your band on there, it like this lady, she want people to come here and feel like that they had a great time, and it feel more than a band event. That's just Robin,
hmm
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
So yeah,
Shout out to Robin.
and I'd love to see other people kind of jump on that. Yes, New Orleans originated it. They can take the crown on that. For right now, they the kings of putting on a great event. So yeah, I'm excited about what y'all gonna do. What y'all gonna do this year? Is got some same thing, or y'all gonna change it up?
Oh,
Now
we gotta change it up. We
the
gotta change it
expectation
up.
is higher.
So we gotta change it up. It's still mayhem in the Mecca, but we're gonna change it up a little
Okay.
bit this summer.
Okay.
Because we got a
Okay.
new
Okay.
we got a new band entering the realm of summer band, Space City. We love Space. We wish them the best, but Jesus Christ, we want to like stump on them so bad because the stakes are a little higher for us because we know that they're gonna come with a nice size
Be
band,
prepared.
some really nice tunes, a really nice staff. So us in New Orleans, we have to take it up another notch because like, listen, us battling Georgia, you know what you're gonna get from those two bands. With
Yeah,
Space City being a new band, it is very hard to like out
figure
wow
out.
factor a new band
Yeah, figure
because
out what they're
they're
gonna
new.
do.
So their wow factor will be extra
Through the
wild
roof.
because nobody
Yep.
never seen
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
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 So
They're gonna be
for us,
like Bruce Lee in a fight.
yeah,
And you ain't gonna know what to expect from them. Shout out to Space City,
Uh-huh.
man. Shout out to Space City. Well,
Burger and
fellas, it's
his
been
little
a good
sliders.
podcast. It's been a good podcast, fellas. I appreciate y'all for coming on. Any last words? Any last comments? It's Summer Band. What's up?
Crank
Uh,
up. Crank
It
up.
leave that
it
the
at home.
the only
No
comment
feelings.
the only
uh
comment I'm gonna make is for so it's for all y'all. Um, well, first, thank you for having me on so I can shed a light on the middle school scene because their middle school is very overlooked and underappreciated. One, two, for any of y'all who have seniors for like 2027 who need graduation pictures, I'll do them for free. I got your band, I got you. Like if you need me for an event, I got you. No payment necessary. Like I want to pay it forward to be a blessing to y'all. And if y'all can come and talk to my kids whenever like school come back, just so they can like see people actually care about them versus just people just talking to them, it would be very appreciated.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, you need to DM me so we can holler. Because I don't know, man. If you looking to be a part of a city where middle school programs are like a priority, I think you need to try to make that drive down I-10 because there's a lot of middle school programs down here that can use somebody like you.
Don't put that man in the transport portal yet. Come on,
I
Burger.
mean,
God
Man,
damn.
listen,
Well, hey, well, look.
Burger out here
Yeah,
recruiting that man, bro.
yo, so just a quick plug for my channel, Bandhead Network. I stream whatever I can get to, but I started a new series on my YouTube channel called Hanging with Bandheads. And
Yeah.
basically it ain't got nothing to do with battles, it ain't got nothing to do with drama, it ain't got nothing to do with none of that. It's just about meeting this band director or this musician and talking about their journey from when they became a musician, first picked up the horn sticks or whatever, to where they are now. So we recently had Sister Krista Williams on there yesterday.
Shout out
No,
to
what
Crystal.
was that? Thursday. I had Travis Pruitt on there Wednesday. I
Shout
had the
out
band
Travis.
director of Lemoyne Owen College on there, and there are quite a few other band directors. If you are a band head and you're doing something in the music community, like Berger, like D, like Mr. Brown, like Kunta or myself, I would love to have you talking about your experience as a musician and matriculating. My number's in the chat, Mr. Brown. Write
already.
it down. And you matriculating through school and making it to where you are now. So follow Bandhead Network. I promote Band Life Productions and all my other friends every chance I get. So thank you, D, for giving me the opportunity to do it here.
Ain't no problem. Ain't no problem.
I
Costa,
just
man,
put
you
my
got any
number
last
in the
words,
chat
bro?
for those who need it.
Oh, so I guess my closing statements is for the summer, keep the culture going because I can see the kids is really growing. They loving the arts, they loving the band from the band side of it to the dance side of it, and regardless of all the trolling we do and all the jokes we do, we all love this, and let's all keep it fun at the end of the day. Because at the end of the day, band was built on entertainment. You know what I mean? We musicians, all that, and it's good. But let's all put on a show and let's put on a culture that we can all look back and be like, yeah, this is an outlet that we can give our kids and upgrade our community. You feel me? But other than that, let's crank up, man. Let's do this. Let's do it.
Hey, y'all heard him. Let's crank up. Hey, I appreciate y'all, man. Make sure y'all come to these battles. Make sure y'all support. Um, we out here, bro. Y'all be easy.
and make sure y'all go follow Band Life Productions on YouTube because y'all be
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
comments and y'all be watching. Go follow and subscribe to the man shit. It's
yeah.
free to support somebody. Band Life Productions on YouTube. Come on,
Even though
Instagram.
he not loud.
Yeah, go follow the man.
Follow him now. While you
Even
Lord,
though
follow,
he
you might.
not loud. Kunta ain't loud either. I'm louder than all of y'all. I'm louder.
I'm
Well, in
Mezzo
my prime.
Forte.
Lord, meet me on the
I
field, Lord.
smash all y'all.
I'm
Meet me
Mezzo
on the
Forte.
field, Lord. All
Glove
right,
up,
y'all.
baby.
All right,
Y'all
easy,
boys,
y'all.
y'all be easy, bro.
All right.